Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome back to Crafters TV. It doesn't seem like an hour ago we were wrapping up our second show of the day, but we're back for a third and final show. 3 hours of crafting delights for you here on this fine Wednesday, wherever you are in the world. My name's George Akid. We are having a brilliant day. Don't forget the wonderful Sandra from Santangles is going to be here. You're loving her already today, and she's going to be back with you in about an hour's time. However, it is a Wednesday. It means we get our cravings on. Get your cravings on. And there's only one person to get us through the next couple of hours of creativeness and craving it. It's only Craving Craig. Yeah!
Craving Craig.
I don't know.
Craving Craig.
I bet you are, Johnny.
Thanks,
Lovely.
Johnny. Here we go. We'll have a look and see what we're going to be making. Or, well, we're not making these. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be showing you some of the things that you can be making when it comes to these incredible products. Now, we've got this lovely selection of our Silhouette floral dies. These are so good because you can cut them out into your pattern card, but the intention is you're going to cut them out into your white card or watercolor card, and then you're going to color them yourself. So you've got that Silhouette-esque feel. We are going to be following suit and using our aqua pens to be able to colour them. Then we're going to dive into a little bit of Swan Lake. Now, I've had this collection since I had a little bit of time off. However, I've never done a show or a segment on this collection. So we're going to do a demo, maybe two if we're lucky, when it comes to Swan Lake. Now, I know that we are only into February, going into March in the next week or two, about a couple of weeks yet. But while we have got the Swan Lake, we're bringing in the Nutcracker, also from Sara's signature. So if you didn't get your hands on it before Christmas, then now's your opportunity to get your hands on it, ready for you to start crafting whenever you start your Christmas cards. So you can do all these things. At least with this one, we absolutely guarantee Christmas delivery when it comes to that collection. No tumbleweed? Okay. Then we have got our abstract dies that we can see here. We're going to be having a look at them. That joke is obviously dead because even Johnny didn't laugh, and he likes that joke.
He likes a good joke, Johnny does.
He does, yeah. So nice selection of products that we've coming up throughout today on Creative Cravings. It's going to be nice, it's going to be fun, and yeah, quite a few different demos that we've got that we're going to get really creative. And then we've got Sandra, you know, sandwiched in the middle.
She has indeed. A bit of Craig, a bit of Sandra, a bit of Craig to wrap your day off. Remember the wonderful Susie's on the comments. You want to get involved, comment below on YouTube and Facebook. Of course, every time I pick up this iPad, it wants to die on me. The wonderful Sam, good evening from Darlington. Lovely. Beth Johnny went, yes, Darlington. Beth Valone, good afternoon, crafty friends from upstate New York. Brian Dick, hello everyone, Mississippi here. Dickie, sorry. Hello everyone, Mississippi here. Mrs. I, Mrs. I, Mrs. SSI, Mrs. P, Mrs. U, Mrs. TLY. I don't know. I thought it's not the right one. I got mixed up. Hello, Brian. It's great to have you here, mate. Guys, loads of great things for you this evening, including we got the Silhouette flower dies, a great collection and a brilliant price to start your day off as well. 25% off on this bundle at $29.99, $34.95. Great selection and so much within this kit for you tonight. Let's take a closer look at what you are getting within each of these wonderful Silhouette flower dies, because they are a great little collection which you're going to love.
I'm a Silhouette, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm in a world of my own there. So just, yeah, Craig, note to self, Mike stays live.
What were you singing?
I was not that much, but I'm a silhouette, had a touche, everybody tango, everybody tango.
That was Queen.
Galileo. That one. And then I realised my mic was still alive.
Oh, you fool. Right, let's start off with the Bumblebee Paradise. A Bumblebee Paradise. You've got the flowers that the bumblebees love. It's their paradise. Mine's Antigua, but this is perfect for bumblebees. Again, great little collection here for you. You've also got the wonderful, beautiful Stint of Summer. Yes, indeed. There you are for you. Again, just the thing is, these dies, you only have to do it in one colour, and you've got so much within it already. And the Butterfly Meadow, again, a great collection. 5 dies within each bundle of those. You're also going to be getting some great little collections as well to do these with. You're also going to be getting in here aqua colours. This brilliant price. Oh, 2 different deals. Oh, you're sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Johnny. I got carried away. I'm sorry, Johnny. If you want the dies, that's the price you're going to pay on the screen. $29.99, $34.95, saving yourself over 20%. If you want the dies, and you want all the pens, the watercolor pens, and you want the watercolor card, well, then this is what you're going to be paying today. $51.99, $68.64, a great saving as always. You love our tricolours, we know you do. The aqua pens, they are a brilliant, just a brilliant colour selection. Yeah, it says 3 pens, but actually what you're getting is 3 families of colours. They are, remember, the light, medium and dark shades of colour. You're starting here, of course, with your wonderful neutrals. Again, you've got all the different shades. Then you've got those wonderful floral meadows, colour basics, and the grey outdoors. When you get them all on your sheets, all spread out, you're going to create something like this. Here we are with the grey outdoors. Again, all those wonderful shades spread out for you. You've also as well, there's the colour basics, the primaries. You've also as well got the wonderful neutrals. And to wrap this collection off, the wonderful floral meadows. Again, a great collection, plus the pens, plus the dies, plus the card. That's what you're going to pay, $51.99, $68.64. Remember, your Club Inspire Platinum price. Loads of you loving that as well, extra 20% off. Mary, hello from Maine. Barbara, hello from Independence, Missouri. Connie, a nice sunny day in New Jersey this afternoon. Hello to my favourite Craig. Hi there. Hi there, George. Hello to our awesome CCTV team. Johnny and Charlotte in the building. Pam, hello from Craig, Sandra and George from Central New York. And Mary Beth, hi everyone from Minnesota watching while eating lunch. Well, I'll tell you what, let's get into some amazing demonstrations with a wonderful Craig. What are you going to do for us first?
Right, we're going to have a look.
I want to break free. Sorry, mic's still on, mate. Just got to bear that in mind when you're on TV, just saying.
We're going to be having a look at the silhouette dies here, so the floral silhouettes. We're going to have a look at the scent of summer.
Yep.
So we're going to look at these ones, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in our tricolour aqua pens. So we're going to use these ones, and then instead of using a water brush, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my clear sparkle pen, because I thought we can add a little bit of sparkle. So what we're going to do is I've taken some of our watercolour card, and then what I'm going to do is I am simply going to die cut all of these floral dies.
Yep.
So I'm going to pop them onto my card. Now if you want to do these individually, you can. What that means is they'll go through your mini or your go. So I'm going to tape them so that they don't move or budge. So let's pop these ones on. And within these ones here, so the idea is for you to cut them into your cardstock, whether it's watercolour, smooth, stamping card, and then colour them yourself.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to, you can then start to you can start to cut them into your block cardstock. So maybe you got your 8x8 texture cardstock that was on launch day earlier on, cut them into them, or pattern paper, something like that. You can do that, no problem at all. But these are just really giving you free rein to be as creative as you want. What I'm also going to do to enhance it that little bit more, I'm going to pop them back on, but let me take my rubber embossing mat, because you've got all of these, if I can find it, here we go. You've got all these open space. So wherever you see open space, that gives you opportunities to emboss. So we bring these ones here.
Sorry,
see what Joe's always about. Joe's always about. Even when he's not here in the building, he's about. That's a Joe joke.
You can smell his aftershave.
His aftershave?
Yeah, that's how he's still in the building. You smell his aftershave. Febreze, beautiful. Loads you getting in touch this evening. Pammy on YouTube, Craving Craig's Creativity. James got a question on Facebook actually. How do you decide what colours to do the mats and layers in, if you do matte and layering?
It depends on my pattern paper.
Yep.
So I will, for instance, if I'm doing something like this, And then my colour choices will come from a pattern paper, and I decide that way. So I'll always pick 2 colours.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think. So if I bring in this, so this is going to be one of our mats and layers later on.
Yeah.
So there's 2 ways that I can think of it. Very simple, no matter what colour cardstock I'm using, i.e. pattern paper, black will always look good.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep it simple, black. Or what I could do with this one here is I could pick out one of these colours. So what I would do is, as a base mat and layer, I would either have black, gold or silver. That's tend to be the 3 that I've got. So black, gold and silver. Then the middle layer, I will pick out one of these from the background. So either the green or the pink. Probably would have been the pink. And then it's going to be the pattern paper. So that's why I tend to have two kind of mats and layers. The base one, I always go with black, silver or gold.
Yeah.
The middle layer is a colour that I've picked from my pattern paper, and then it is the actual pattern paper
Perfect.
itself. That's how I tend to decide what I'm going to do. But sometimes I might replace the black with a navy or a grey or something dark. But I like something dark, something striking on that base layer to then make it stand out in frame. Then I go for a colour in the middle.
Lovely.
This one, maybe wouldn't necessarily go with a white, but either a green or a pink.
Yeah.
That's how I would work out how we're going to do it. But that's a really good question. Really good question. But what we can do now is, because I've embossed them.
Yeah.
There we go. Can we see? Look at that. See the embossed detail that you've got there?
Yeah.
So these ones, it really is worthwhile coming along and embossing them, because that's what the areas are designed for, so that you can emboss them if you so wish. Let's bring in my pokey tool. It makes it easier within these ones here. And what then you can do is you can be completely free in what you colour and how you colour them. And you can then quite simply add a lot of colour onto your glass mat, dab them on, or you can then come in and be more precise in areas and you're wanting to colour.
Yeah.
So this is why, you know, even when it comes to water and colouring, the prime example was last night, although I'm using the Tri-Colour aqua pens, on my Facebook Live last night from home, I used our new Violet Studio pens, and because they were water based, you could of course use them as a standalone pen, but I did use them with my watercolour or my water, and it's very, very easy to just go in, give it a dash of colour, and it looks really quite smart. It's as if you've gone in as an actual artist and coloured them in. But what I'm going to do is, let's go in now. I'm going to go in with this one. It's kind of like a poppy.
Nice.
And what we can do is, let's go in with one of these. Now these ones, George, if you're familiar with our tri-blends, you will know that, for instance, tell you what, if I just get a tri-blend for you to see. So this is our alcohol tri-blend.
Yeah.
So this one is the green, alpine green to be precise. Now what you've got is you've got the light at one end, the dark in the other end, and you've got the mid-tone in the middle. So there are 3 shades in one. Now you've got your tri-blend concept with the aqua pens, but you don't get the light, the medium and the dark. What Leanne and the Spectrum Noir team have done is they've done colour match.
Right.
So you know that your red, your yellow and your blue from this pen is all going to work together.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to think about it. Some of them do have a little bit of a colour family going.
Right.
So within this one here, you've got your rich floral, so you've got your heather, hot pink and purple. So you do see there's a little bit of a colour family going. However, the intention for these ones are to show you how you can then use that one pen. The colours that's in the one pen are going to work really well together. So that is the purpose of these ones.
A lot of love for that case, Craig. Where's that case from?
The case, it is on, if it's not on the show, it's on the website.
Yeah, perfect.
So it holds 12 pens, so it's perfect. It holds your tri-colour pens, you can see here. But then the thing is as well, maybe you only want to put a selection of actual tri-blends in them.
Yeah.
If you're going to a class or something, you can do that.
Of course.
Maybe even your classic pens, Illustrator pens. So it does hold 12. So they are obviously perfect quantity-wise for your tri-colour, but if you only want to put a selection of your tri-blend colours, they're going to fit, no problem at all. So you will find them on the website. So let's go in with, we've gone in with a red there, which was flame red. Then we're going to go in with let's go in with verdant green. So this is now another one where you do kind of have your greens that are going to work together. Verdant green, meadow and bud green. And then what we can do is, let's also add a little bit of pink. So I'm going to put pink onto my glass mat.
Yeah.
Now I'm going direct onto my glass mat. If you've got your craft mat, great. If you've got your Lisa Horton mat that I got the other day.
Non-slip mat is brilliant, isn't it?
It is so good. I've been using mine, and I was going to use it on my live last night, but the only reason I didn't is because it's easier for you at home to see the grids on my glass mat. So I think going forward though, what I am going to do is we're going to be using that mat, because again, for a Facebook Live, camera going down gives you that nice clear white obviously background for the Facebook Lives. That's why they're good as well. Other than a craft mat, you don't want that brown on your screen. Do you know what I mean? So it is, if you've got your Lisa Horton mat, craft mat, perfect. And then all that I'm going to do now is I've gone in with my pink, and as I say, I'm using my clear sparkle overlay instead of water or a water brush. And that's only because I want a little bit of sparkle on it. So I'm going to go in, and there's no right or wrong way here. If you want to add shading where the embossed detail is, and that ideally that's what it's there for, to give you a guide to go in with your darker shades, but you don't have to follow that if you don't want to. It's up to you. But what I am going to do is to show you what it can look like. Let's go in with the flame red, and this I am going into where we've got the embossed detail, and we can then start to blend it out. So I'm going to take a little bit off onto my glass mat.
Yep.
And then all that I need to do is just touch off the edges here, as if I'm blending them out. I can do the same into these ones here. So I'm going to blend them out. And we're just working our way around. You can go in, follow, and you can always go in, and then you can enhance bits if you want to. Carrying on. Again, if I start to pull it out, if you want to really dilute the colour, then you can then start to not so much flood your cardstock, but then you can get your water going or your sparkle liquid going, giving it a little bit of a press so that it starts to pour out that a little bit more. But then even touching up some of the edges here. So going in quite harsh with colour and then blending it out. And that's a good thing with having your watercolour card, is that you're able to do that. It's the whole point of watercolour card. And all that I'm doing, George, is I'm just picking up a little bit, adding, blending it out, and then if I want a little bit more depth, I'm going back again to add a little more. So even although it's watercolouring with our tricolours, I'm still building up the layers, building them up to get depth. I'm going to go back into some of these embossed areas. And you can go a lot more intense than I am at start, but if you really do want to just throw the colour on, you can. But then we're going to go in, and then what I'm going to do in a moment is I'm going to flood it slightly with the liquid inside. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a press to get that flowing a little bit more. Start to flood it out, and then blend in Working our way, and then by flooding it slightly, what it does is it starts to take its own course as well, so it starts to just flow in.
Into the watercolour cards, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely. Loads of love coming in tonight for holiday designs on YouTube. Good afternoon from rainy Florida. Fred171 on YouTube. Hello, everyone from sunny California. Evelyn, good afternoon from a beautiful Colorado. And Susan Griffiths on YouTube. Hello, Craig. Hello, George. And Team Social. And Crafters. And all CC team from SE UK, Southeast. And logged in to see Craig's beautiful magic.
Oh, bless you all. It's
You got
lovely.
a lot of magic?
Well, I don't know about magic, but yeah, very creative.
His juices are flowing.
Yes, it is. And do you know what I found as well is with our new schedule, I'm usually an early bird. You know, I'm usually up relatively early and on the go and that. But I have to be honest, I'm finding that if I'm on the later half of the day,
Yeah.
I'm feeling, no, I don't mean feeling a lot better as in physically feeling better. I just mean, you know, I think I've just got more energy, you know.
Yeah.
I plod about in the morning, I do a little bit of prep and emails and that, and you know, before I've had a shower. You know what I mean if you've seen my Insta story with my hair like everywhere. And yes, I still wear a Christmas t-shirt throughout the year to sleep in.
You're fashionable, mate.
Yeah, of
Fashion
course.
trends, that.
And then yeah, by the time I come in, maybe about 12:30ish, 1:45, it's like I'm raring to go. It's great. I love it.
I was doing some magic.
You were
Yeah. Jumping elastic bands.
jumping elastic bands.
Yes. I'll show you later on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Easy trick.
Is it?
Yeah. When you use elastic band, boom, jumps over to your fingers.
Would it impress the girls if I was like out on a nightclub or something?
Mate, I've heard Charlotte. Listen, all girls like magic. I've heard you going out on the town on Saturday.
Am I?
Apparently, you and Caitlin on the party, aren't you? Going on Saturday?
All right.
And,
But
yeah.
we're talking about it.
Yeah,
Is,
you didn't forgot to invite me.
is it definite?
Well, I don't know. I was Caitlin.
I thought she was just being polite and being like, she's got no one to go out with.
Maybe. I mean, there's only one way to find out, Craig.
Sorry?
Maybe there's only one way to find out.
Well, that's true. That's very true.
That's it.
I just thought she'd been one of those girls that's been nice and polite.
Caitlin's not polite, is it? Not to me, she's not. Not many people are, Charlotte. You are right there. You're one of them. It's fine. Correct. Loads of you getting in touch tonight about these great deals. It's really busy.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
For my defence, we all do get on.
We do. We really do. We do.
We love it. It's all banter. All got on the banter bus. Ding ding. Next stop, Laughter City. Yes, these brilliant
The
silhouette
banter
floral-
bus is coming and everybody's jumping.
From New York to San Francisco and interstate disco. The wheels will keep on turning, and everybody. I know all the lyrics. I've seen them live. I don't like to brag.
The Venga Boys.
Oh yes. Oh,
Have you?
yeah.
We're going to Ibiza.
Great. They're great live. You think the Venga Boys were before you were born, Charlotte? Yeah, it was the 90s. You're the same age as me, and I know them. I want to say Venga Boys 1999 because it's just Europop. $51.99, $68.64, $98.99. See, I'm good at stuff like that.
Old.
I saw him in Sunny Beach, Bulgaria. That's right, in a Danish nightclub or Swedish nightclub called Dingleden Viking, which translates as the Happy Viking. Well, you see, I haven't had to party. $51.99, $68.64. Loads of love getting in touch for this. Hello to Ashley and Megan and their dog Albus, named after Albus Dumbledore. He's a little bastard. He's a very cute name, Charlotte. It is indeed. He went to the vets last night because he got his eye was a bit dodgy. So he's all right now. I know I can't talk about dodgy eyes. But again, remember there's 2 bundles available on this. You can get the silhouettes, the dies, just by themselves. Alternatively, you can get this deal here with 12 tricolour pens. So actually, you're getting 12, 24, 48 pens. 48 48 pens, different pens altogether. I'm good at maths. And you also get that watercolour card. If you want to get ahead of the game, head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu, and you can see everything that is coming up for you in this show. Shop the show and you'll see everything there. Don't forget, the wonderful Sandra from Sanntangle is going to be here in 35 minutes or so. Make sure you don't miss that out. Craig is currently colouring the national flower of Scotland. I
am, the thistle. So we're going with the thistle here, and then what I'm going to do is let's go in with, so I was mixing a couple of greens together. Let's go in with this, this is the orchid. So I'm going to go in with the orchid, but I want to tone it down slightly. So what I'm going to do is let's go in with the pink, and let's go, no, it's hot pink, no, let's go in with, this one is the tulip.
Yep, on a thistle.
Sorry?
On a thistle?
Well, no, what I'm going to do is I used there a moment ago the purple, but it's a bit too strong.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lighten it by using the pink. So we're going to lighten that a wee bit more. What I want to do is I just want to see how, yeah. Getting there.
Yeah. Question with thistles, do they come in any other colour?
Not that I've seen.
Are they always like purpley pinks, aren't they?
Yeah, at the top. Can't. Maybe there is other colours, but
just a curiosity.
Yeah.
Every day's a school day.
That it is. Certainly in this place.
It is indeed.
Between the knowledge that you, Joe, and Ben have. It's like fascinating.
I wouldn't call it knowledge. Call it misspent youth.
No, Joe's the one that's got useless knowledge.
Like what was
it's fascinating, but he's, you know, he'll say himself, it's like, when will you ever be in a situation where you need to know that knowledge?
There'll be a pub quiz one day, and there'll be a question.
There will be.
For example, what is the only flag in the world that has got AK-47s on it?
Don't know.
Mozambique.
Is it?
The Mozambique flag has 2 AK-47s on it. Don't ask me why, but it does. I can hear you Googling flag of Mozambique right now. Johnny's on it. I'm right. You see, there you are.
Is he right? Is he?
I'm always right. Oh, but look at these wonderful thistle and poppy.
Look at that. So going with the watercolour effect that you can see in here. So if I go and I'm going to stay round about there, and then so you're really starting to look into there, meeting Charlotte halfway there. So you can see how you can start to mix and blend colours together, but you get that watercoloured effect because we are using, of course, our watercolour pens, our aqua pens, and instead of a water brush, I'm using the clear sparkle overlay. So I've got a few bits already coloured as well. So I've got one of these ones, and I've gone in with these ones. So these are just a mix of the topaz and the gold, and then of course with the greens as well. So what you can then do is, obviously for the sake of the show, I would just wipe that up. But do you know what, while I've got a second, let's go in with our spritz tool. Okay. Now something like this, you might get a little bit brown and muddy because there's a few colours together. However, let's go in and let's just spritz it anyway. So don't waste what's on your mat. Come in with your watercolour card, and then let's go in and then let's start to pick some of it up. So if we go in and pick some of this up. So this is what I mean by, just be careful how much you dab back in, because you can get a bit muddy. But if we go in, you could then let that dry, and then you can come along and die cut into that. Yeah, so you could position it maybe that the top of the poppy is towards this part of the red, and then the leaves and the foliage is going down into the green. So you can have a play on things like that. Keep going until you've used it all. But of course, we don't have time for that today. That's what things like Colour Me Happy and that you'll find across on our YouTube. You'll be able to go back and have a look at them. That's what they're for. Let's move all that out the way. And then I've gone in with, I think it was called our watercolour 12 by 12 paper pad, something like our watercolour one, something like that, or maybe it was the contemporary one. But as I said at the moment, I've already done the mats and layers to save a little bit of time, George.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm getting carried away with this.
You're getting carried away.
Like Edward Scissorhands over here. George can host Fun with Flags. Flags are my like specialist subject on a quiz.
Oh, you like Sheldon Cooper from The
like
Big Bang
Sheldon
Theory?
I don't look like a praying mantis, but I do like a couple of flags. Bit of a flag geek, I like to say.
A flag geek.
Vexology, as it's known as. Vexology. Ology is the study of flags.
I think you're going to beat Joe in the useless knowledge department.
Put myself to sleep. Loads of love coming tonight. Loads of you getting in touch. Tim's in church tonight. Hi all, just back from work. I love watch CCTV. Fred, I love these flowers. They never make me sneeze. The thistle and the poppy don't make you sneeze. Oh, that's interesting. Is that bubble wrap, Craig?
Yeah, do you like that?
So tell us what have you done?
So it's bubble wrap. So what I've done before, so you know where I went in and I put my ink onto the mat, so obviously I specifically put it in certain bits, spritz it with water, then what I've done is I've come along and I've laid my bubble wrap on it and I made sure that my colour was really intense on the glass mat. Put my bubble wrap onto my mat and then lifted it up, popped it onto a piece of watercolour card, pressed it down, and I put something heavy, a book or something, over the top. Sorry?
Do you need to pop it or?
No, don't pop it. No.
Right.
If you pop it, it's just flat then. It's a bit of plastic.
Of course.
So you leave the bubble wrap, you can pop it afterwards.
Of course.
But you can see by really making sure that it's nice and intense, that's what I've done there. If you've got circle stencils, something like that, you could use them as well. But yeah, bubble wrap with that one. And then what I'm going to do is from our stitched edge nesting dies, what I'm going to do is create a platform for my florals.
Yeah.
So we can bring that one in.
Everyone's got a question from our show from earlier regarding the treat boxes.
Yes.
What GSM card would you use?
Do you know something? That's a really good question. I did think after the show, I thought, we didn't really touch upon them. So I would definitely say from round about, I would say from 250 onwards. 250 onwards. If you can round about 300 GSM, perfect. So Centura Pearl 310 GSM, something like that. But yeah, 250 onwards for the actual construction of the boxes. But when it comes to the actual decoration of them, then you can go lighter if you want with some of your paper pads, 180 or something like that. Perfect. So hopefully that helps.
Love it. Loads of love coming in tonight. Another little shout out tonight. Congratulations to the wonderful Janet on her retirement. Happy days crafting now. If you're retired, this is it. Perfect.
I know, that would be good.
Absolutely. Get involved in that. Yeah, absolutely massive congratulations on your retirement. Wonderful, Janet. Very nice.
Imagine, I don't know if it's like winning the lottery. A lot of people says, I would give up. Well, I don't know if I could give this up full time.
What, presenting?
My job, demonstrating.
We'll have to wheel you out, mate. That's it.
Yeah.
Craig will be here.
I would maybe shorten my day so I can go on little trips or that, but
Yeah.
I don't think I could give it up completely.
A little coach holiday every now and then.
I would get bored.
I know,
Okay, maybe not like if you're travelling the world or something, you wouldn't, but
No.
I would get fed up travelling the world after a while.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
You and Georgina could go travelling together.
Yeah, there's an idea. It's a really good idea.
That'd be good. Go to Australia
We could do
together.
Australia together. Although I better go quick because it doesn't look like I'm going to get to the neighbours set soon.
Oh, here we go again. Blinking neighbours. What's happened? To remind everybody. Remind them all what's happened. Don't look at me like that. He's really.
You're going to upset me. Well, if they can't find a new channel here in the UK, Johnny, yeah, it's definitely going. Yeah, I know Channel 5 are axing it, Charlotte. Neighbours gets more viewers in the UK than it does in Australia, and the company that makes Neighbours owns Channel 5, so they foot most of the bill, and they're not doing it anymore. So unless they can find a new channel here in the UK, then nope, that's it gone. So pretty much they've stopped filming now. That's them stopped, unless they get a new channel in the UK, and then they'll start again. I think they're doing a little bit of filming so they can try and end it and wrap it up. But yeah, it's my guilty pleasure. It's going.
Mine's Gordon Ramsay Kitchen Nightmares.
That's not guilty pleasure. That's just an enjoyable pleasure to watch.
It is a good show.
Yeah.
And Eddie Stobart Truck Drivers. When that documentary used to be on Channel 5, used to be a documentary about Eddie Stobart drivers, which are lorry drivers, because it was the intentions of the voiceover guy, which I loved. John's got 10 minutes to get the shipment of chicken nuggets from the depot in Doncaster to the stores in Sheffield. And I used to get well into it. It's like, oh my goodness, is John going to get his shipment of chicken nuggets? It's just simple things.
See, I like things like airline and airport.
Airline.
Yeah, I love that. Or inside the factory and that sort of stuff. Yeah,
Greg Wallace.
Airline and I love the original. Well, not the original one, but airline.
Yeah.
Jane and Leo and EasyJet. I loved that.
Susan's been in touch. Is the yellow flower a California poppy? I missed the first bit of the show.
Who knows?
Now you're asking. Maybe. Maybe it is.
Technically, you didn't miss anything. It can be whatever you want it to be, basically. Some of them.
Different shades of flowers, different shades of poppies, definitely. Because the Remembrance Sunday, a purple poppy is for animals.
That's right, yeah.
And,
you're right enough.
They do grow on white poppies, I want to say, of just for peace. I don't want to be quoted on that. Mary put on YouTube, Craig, this card is absolutely stunning. Perfect for Mother's Day, this.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
March here in the UK, May?
March in the UK.
March in the UK, States is...
Because Mother's Day is different in the States, but Father's Day is the same in June.
Oh, she's checked, Susan. She's checked what it is. It's an evening primrose.
Evening primrose, right, okay. But yeah, and that's the thing, you know, you can put your own creative stamp on them. So although they may look like something, like for instance the thistle, now it's kind of a given that it's a thistle, but then you could colour it whatever you want, or maybe snip into it, change the shape. You can do that, no problem at all.
Brussels sprout.
If you want to do that,
cut the purple bit off.
Of course you could.
Brussels sprout.
If you love them that much, you want to pop them on a card, then yeah, of course you could. Of course, that's up to you. But that's the thing, when it comes to watercolouring, and as well as things like this, put your own stamp onto it. You know, not figuratively speaking, but colour-wise, you know, if you want to stamp around it, you can. But yeah, you put your own stamp onto the colours. I'm going to go in with this bow here to finish off. And then for something like this, with watercolour, something that's bright, this is why I like to do black mats and layers, because it really, really does make it stand out. I'm going to pop my bow the other way round.
Yep.
And you'll have seen a moment ago while we were talking, I was just shaping them with my fingers. If you've got your ball tools, you could use them if you wanted to. But you can continue to build upon that. I've still got all of these that I could then start to tuck little bits in. I can then chop little. I might want to do the flower heads off and only have the foliage and have them peeping out. You can do. Keep it as simple or create a really big array if you wanted to. That's up to you.
A lot of love for this card. Sam on Facebook, so stunning. Craig Rose on Facebook, what a beautiful card. And Linny, Craig, has Neighbours news. Craig, I read that Neighbours are in talk with RTE in Ireland to keep them filming. Fingers crossed for you. She hasn't seen it since Jason Donovan was in it.
Well, how'd you get that in the UK?
Well, look, if it's still being filmed though, you have to move to Ireland.
The other thing I read, although I don't see it happening because I've already come from it, is going back to ITV where they were originally and working in with Emmerdale and Coronation Street. But I can't see that happening personally.
Anyway.
Any news on Neighbours, keep me updated. I'll do the same for you.
We've got some great hero tools as well. Sandra's loved to be in the studio.
What are you about here?
This incredible hero tool. We need a hero tool. It's the 12 by 18 cutting mat, and you also get the 6-inch scissors collection. 6-inch scissors collection. £19.48, $32.92. You're saving yourself 25%. Platinum price £15.58, $26.34. Craig, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the mat that when you cut into it, it sort of heals itself. Is that right?
No, you're wrong.
I am wrong. It's the soft craft mat, isn't it?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, it
You're
does
right.
do that.
You're right.
I'm worried then. I'm pretending what I'm talking about. It has that great technology where you cut into it, it heals itself. Magic. That can be yours today, that wonderful hero tool. Swan Lake, I've not seen this collection. Craig's not played with this collection. It's going to be a brilliant deal for you. It's Sara's signature, the Swan Lake box. I know you guys love these, you collect them, you adore them. Here for you today at a wonderful price that you see on screen. There you are, the full collection. Plus, we're chucking some extra bits in there for you. I'll show you those shortly, what else you're getting extra. In here, there's over 140 elements, and we're giving you 50 extra sheets of cardstock and ink pads. Let me show you what you'll get. Let's start with the papers first, because you love some papers. Again, you're getting here with these wonderful, great 8x8 pads, these wonderful, sparkly, lovely, got a little bit of sparkle to them, a little bit of glimmer, pearlescent kind of colours, the purples, the lilacs, the dark greens, the teals, and then with a bit of glitter. Again, you can see the glitter shining there, again, in the wonderful greens and lilacs, plus some wonderful patterned paper as well. Again, what a great little collection this is for you. I mean, Swan Lake, a beautiful ballet, a beautiful performance if you ever get to see it. Double-sided papers here for you. Again, there they are in the castle. Again, all the double-sided styles for you as well. You're getting paper pads in here. You're getting some extra cardstock as well, which I'll show you shortly. But this is here. What a ridiculously good price this is. I mean, perfect for Christmas, perfect for that little girl or little boy who loves their ballet. Again, all of swans. You never know. And again, they're all double-sided, so who knows? I always ask this, I don't know which side you're going to start with first when it comes to this. You're also, I know you've got, because it is a great collection. Also, ribbons. It reminds me of a craft kit box with all different ribbons that you're getting in here. Again, the different colours all tying together, different thicknesses, starting with the really thin ones, down into those wonderful medium sizes. And then, can you believe it? Feathers. Ooh. From real swans. No, I'm joking, they are not from real swans. These have been made to match the wonderful cards. I mean, they are just beautiful, very fluffy. And then we've got stencils. These are always great, the wonderful boxes, because you've got so much to play with. So many different elements that you can have fun with. You've got stencils, and then stencils where you can layer things up. Yes, you've got the negatives and the positives. You can build things up. So you see here in the top corner, this is going to be your first base, your second base, and then your last base there. Last layer, should I say. Then you can have some fun with that stenciling it in whatever shades you want. Also, not finished yet, guys, because you're also getting all these dies and stamps as well to play with. So much fun in here. You get as a stamp and die. No fussy cutting required. Sorry, guys. It's just flipping away like a little swan's wing. You can have so much fun with this. Again, no fussy cutting needed. The stamps in there, plus the sentiments as well, which you can put into your cards. Now, what you're getting for this, guys, as well, what you're getting here, is still more, because you're getting this on top of the box. You're getting ink pads, you're getting the metallic inks, you're getting the wonderful blue organza. There it is for you, as Shark comes over the close-up, and you're also getting the amethyst as well. Two great ink pads, plus as well, card galore. Yes, indeed. Luxury cardstock, ice blue pack first of all. Inside here you've got that wonderful mirror card that you see there, that wonderful reflection. You've also got that matte satin mirror as well, and the wonderful glitter at the top. If that wasn't enough with over 30 sheets in there, 10 of each at 250 GSM, we're going to chuck in there the purple as well. Again, with the wonderful mirror, with that wonderful satin shine and the glitter as well. What a great price, what a great bundle, and a lot of you love this. It's $64.97, $82.85. That pattern price is ridiculous as well. Pammy on YouTube, I love this box, and Pammy said I made a mini album with this box for my daughter. She loved it. So much to have fun with this box. I've not seen it before, and I absolutely love it. I love the feathers as well. I mean, just to add that bit of mixed media, it just takes it to another level, along with the ribbons, the dies, the stencils, the stamps. What are you going to use first? Remember your Club Inspire Platinum price, $51.98, $66.28. I mean, Craig, where do you start with a bundle like that where there is so much within it?
I know, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we first came out with the Sara signature this size with the Nutcracker, it's kind of like, okay, Sara's signature, but it's really drawn back. And just what it is we know, you know, with Sara's signature, we do big and we do full collections with everything. Now, not everyone can reach for that. Some of you just want a little bit of a taster. You don't want the folders, the stamps, the twine, the embellishments, the pads. You don't want all that. You want something nice. And you love the craft kit. So this is why Sara thought, well, why not we do a smaller collection? Sometimes as well, there may be a subject that doesn't justify a huge collection. For instance, the Nutcracker, or maybe Swan Lake. Nothing big, nothing extravagant, but keeping it small in the key elements. And this is why Sara had come out with these ones. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do another little bit of watercolouring again. And we're going to go in with the ballerina. We're going to go in with the swans as well. And you get the swans facing in both directions. You get a little embellishment dies too. You've got these ones here, these fancy shaped ones. These are for your sentiments. So you've got all of these, even kind of like the reeds coming all the way down into here. You've got all of that as well. So we'll keep it very simple to start with only a couple that we're going to do. And then what we can do is we can come along with our plates. I'm not going to secure them because they're spaced out well enough, and then we can run that through our Gemini. Now, other than the wreaths, this larger die, all the other ones are going to go through your Mini and your Go, or a small die cutting machine, of course. It doesn't have to be the Gemini. So let's take these ones out the way. And this is that scenario of stamping and die cutting and stamping. I prefer to die cut first because I personally feel I've got more of a focused outline when stamping. And if you're relatively new to us, I will explain that in a second. So if we set that to the side, what I've done as well, I've taken one of the gorgeous background papers, and it was so hard to choose which one we're going to go with. You know, on one side you've got the gorgeous ballerina, you've got the specks of gold already there, that distressed look. You know, it could be waves, it could be the sky, anything like that. But then on the opposite side, you've got that nice delicate look with the feathers, and of course it is 8x8, so I've trimmed it down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with one of our gold pens. So let's go in with our acrylic pen, or no, let's just go in with one of our actual gold pens. This is our metallic markers. And what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that that ink is flowing. So yeah, there we go, we're good to go. So what I'm then going to do as well is I can either run it all the way along, or what I can do is if I get my ruler, because I want to have it quite straight, I'm going to go right to the tip. And I'll tell you what, I know this will mess the back slightly, but this is so that you can see exactly what I'm doing.
Yep.
So can we see how I've just got the edge of the paper just peering from underneath my ruler. There must be about 1 millimetre or so, George.
Yep.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way down, and I'm going to lift. And I'm going to do it again. So I lift the ruler, I don't pull it because it's still wet technically slightly, and that is the metallic. So if I pull away, you'll get little kind of like streak marks.
Yeah.
So working our way along, lift them. And it's a nice way to do faux mats and layers instead of adding additional bulk of cardstock. But we're going to go all the way around, and then we can come in with the last one.
Yeah.
And those offcuts from this layer that I done 6x6, what I have done is I'll show you, I've created a few other strips from the leftovers.
I love that.
And I've done exactly the same with that gold pen.
Very nice.
And you know what, it adds a little bit more interest.
Yeah.
But because you've got the specks of gold within that paper,
yes,
it really lends itself well. So let's move that out the way and move that out the way for now. So what we can then do is we can come in with our stamp. So we've got our ballerina and our swan. So let's go in, make sure I've got, so it's the other one that I need. And that's what's good as well, you get a lot of stamps And you get them in different directions, you know, different stances when it comes to standing. You've got the couple there.
The swans in the different direction.
And it's these little things that us crafters really appreciate. Nothing worse than having an animal, a bird or something like that, and they're all facing the same way. You know, it's harder for you to then, you know, create perspective and also for them to be, well, looking at each other, really.
And I know we're saying it's Swan Lake and it's all that wonderful collection. However, the two little swans, I mean, swans symbolise love, weddings, Valentine's, or even marriages, or even a birthday for a loved one. So your partner. I mean, what you do in your own time is none of my business. You're going to be able to create something beautiful with that, and it's sometimes we look at it and go, oh, that's lovely, but actually, what else can you get out of this kit? It's not all about just that one thing with Swan Lake, is it?
No, not at all. And you know, you're saying that with the swan, but what about the ballerina?
Yeah.
Pink glitter card, pink Centura pearl. Use it for a little girl in their bedroom or for a birthday card, or looks nothing like Swan Lake, nothing like the colour tones that are in the collection, but go with your pattern papers if you're pinks and glitter cards, matte cards, all that sort of stuff, and put a completely different stance on what you're making.
What ink did you use there, Craig?
So because I'm away to do a little bit of watercolouring again, I've used our waterproof ink pad, and I didn't want to go in with the harsh black, so I'm using the flagstone. So you're still getting that depth to it, but it's not that harsh black outline. And I just feel that works well with the Swan Lake. So popping them in, same with the swan here. And this is why, because we do a lot of stamping on our purple stamping mat, if I move that out of the way, this is why I prefer to then die cut and then stamp, because you've got the contrast of the purple behind the white. I find it easier for then to hover my stamp over the top, and then once I'm happy I can press to commit. But as I always say, try it both ways. Try stamping it and putting your die around it, then cutting, and try it this way, and you'll find whatever you feel best.
That's what we always say, isn't it? When you get something new, I mean, Debbie Robinson did this last night with the brand new craft kits. Just got the stamps and stamped them out, and just seeing what they are, seeing what they've got in there. You're going to find something which works for you. Everyone's got their own techniques and styles, haven't they?
They are, yeah. There's styles, there's concepts in which things are done a specific way. In saying that, there is no right or wrong when it comes to crafting. Do you know what I mean? We could advise you, if it is a concept, we can advise you how you create the concept. For instance, the boxes earlier on. But do you know what? If you can come up with something completely different,
it works,
and it works, do it. Of course you can.
Loads of love coming in tonight. Guys, if you've got any comments or questions, let us know. And write them down below. Susie's on the socials. Sorry, shouts my box, and it just made me chuckle really loud in my ear. Get in touch. Guys, loads of love. Don't forget the wonderful Sandra's going to be here shortly from the wonderful Sanntangle. It's going to be extraordinary. If you've missed it, I mean, there's going to be a sellout soon, guys. So, guys, if you've got anything in your basket, make sure you're checking it out tonight. Again, great collection. But I love this Swan Lake. How are you enjoying playing with Swan Lake, Craig?
Oh, it's lovely. It really, really is lovely. It's nice, and it's something different that I wouldn't tend to be using. You know, it's not something style-wise. You know, we all know about the theatre and everything. Well, you know, I don't know everything about it, but you know, I know what Swan Lake is, but it isn't usually something that I would tend to craft with. And I think this is good. You know, we are in such a fortunate position that I get to work here, although I always say that loosely when it comes to work. And I get to then use and play with things that I wouldn't necessarily use if I was just crafting on my own. For instance, we talked about it last week when we done Hunky Dory, that Art Deco. It's not my style, but it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy dabbling with it and seeing what I can come up with. And that's the key thing when it comes to making and selling as well. If you are making and selling, even if there's something, a style that's not really you, still make a few cards with them. Because, for instance, let's take Art Deco, when I used to sell my cards, although it's not something I would use a lot Art Deco, I always made sure I had a nice selection of Art Deco cards done, because so many people do love the Art Deco.
We were saying this about the Honky Dory collection, the Great Gatsby kind of.
That's right.
Everyone's got different styles and tastes, but again, sometimes what works, what you like, is not necessarily going to be everyone's taste. It's like being a chef, isn't it? If you've got a menu, you're not going to put on there things that you just don't like yourself.
So if you're crafting for yourself, then of course, absolutely, you stick with what you like and what you want to. If you are going to make and sell for yourself, personal, profit, charity, anything like that, do kind of push out the board, the boat of your comfort zone, and make a few things that you maybe wouldn't necessarily use at home. And that's what I mean by our Sara signature box, this size.
Yeah.
If this was Swan Lake, if you're not into Swan Lake, you would not buy the great big £125 Swan Lake collection. But you may think, Swan Lake's not my style. A lot of little girls would love Swan Lake.
Yep.
Ladies would like Swan Lake. Some guys would like Swan Lake. I can invest in a smaller collection, and at least I've got it there, so that if I need to delve into, someone says, oh, I want a ballerina card.
Yeah.
It's there. Doesn't have to be Swan Lake.
And guys, if you're wanting just to buy the box itself, the box is there on screen for you. $49.99 at $59.95. Alternatively, you're just going to get the items in the box, which there is a lot of stuff there. There's over 140 elements. If you work that down by price per an item, well, it's quite cheap. I can't work that out quick enough. But that can be yours as well. And that incredible platinum price as well. But at great deal, for a bit more, you're going to get the metallic cards, you're going to get the stamps as well. The ink pad, should I say. So much for in that collection, and so much to have fun with and play with.
There is. And you might want to, not physically rip it apart, but you might want to take the box apart, as in use the ribbon separately, use the glitter separately, use the paper separately, which you can do. You might use it to bulk out your own crafty stash. That's up to you. But as I say, it's a nice little collection, considering what Sara would bring size-wise. But then you've got that choice if you want to get creative with it.
Absolutely. So much love for it.
Now what I've done here is I'll bring in the other ones, but I'll quickly explain what I've done. Is I've gone in with the cool marine. So this is the teal and aquamarine and lake blue. Again, I used my clear sparkle overlay to get a little bit of sparkle. Now, spent a little bit more time last night to really get the depth.
That's gorgeous.
The only thing I didn't do was use a clear sparkle overlay. I just used my water brush. So that is that one there. And then with the Swan, again, a little bit more time. I've gone in, and that was a combination of the slate and the flint. Although with this one, I've only started with the slate. So it's building up the colour, so you get them the way that you want. So we can move them out the way. And then, as I said before, don't waste any of your ink, but of course we don't have the time to do our backgrounds. So just take little bits of your watercolour card, have them at the side, and if you've been doing any colouring, then all that you need to do is then come along, spritz with some water, and create your own background.
You really can. I mean, you could cut that ballerina out on that paper card stuff, couldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah, if you want to do that as well. And home decor, pop it into a frame for a little girl's bedroom, you could do. So you've got all of these choices. So I've gone in with the card, and I've actually cut it down to 5.5 by 5.5. And this green card, this pearl card, like a deep forest green. Absolutely perfect.
That gold line, I can't believe how much it actually does.
Big difference, eh?
Yeah.
Big difference. And that all that was the gold plate sparkle pen, metallic pen. And it would have worked if I added a gold matte layer, as in cardstock, but then it heavies out, it bulks it out. And we're away to add a little bit extra anyway from our acetate. So I really didn't want to do too much. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. And the reason I chose to use the feathers and not the ballerina on this other side, that's because we're going to use that ballerina, and I didn't want to distract from the eye too much.
No.
I didn't really want the eye to fully be focused on the background. I want it to be focused on the front, which you'll see in a moment, but still we want some pattern on the back.
Yeah.
So this was one of the 6x6 card blanks that are in the box. And what I've done is I've made sure I've got 1.5 inch strip, chopped the rest off. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop my acetate along the top here.
Lovely.
I'm going to bring this down so that it's just towards the bottom, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to neaten that up. We're going to layer these ones up there. We can pop that one there, and then we can come back to me, and then we can finish assembling the rest of it, George.
Perfect. Guys, do not go anywhere because the wonderful Sandra is going to be here shortly from Sanntangle. If you've not seen it, oh my goodness, where have you been? We have got another hour of it coming up for you. Crazy will rejoin us after that with finish off the day with Cravings. Guys, if you are wanting to get anything from Sanntangle, I do hurry to the website now, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk, especially that starter bundle because it is on its way out. Bless you, Charlotte. Guys, so much love for it tonight. If you've got it, do not sit in it within your basket because I'd hate for you to miss out tonight. We will remind you of those great bundles coming up for you later. I mean, there's so much to show you. I can see all here. The price you see on screen is just the price for the box, the Swan Lane box, $49.99, $59.95. A lot of you going just for the box. Platinum price, Club Inspire, $39.99, $47.96. Remember, your discounts apply to everything, even the wonderful Sanntangle included in that. Again, if you're wanting to get it, now is the time. Pammy, Craig, I used the metallic paint marker in gold on the same paper for my daughter's mini album. Great minds think alike, Craig. Great minds.
Yes, great minds, isn't it?
Absolutely. Right.
So all that I've done there is I've layered up. So I've popped my acetate, I've popped my stripped it card, so then that's going to give us stability at the bottom here.
Yeah.
And then we can come along with these ones here. Now, ideally, probably what I would have done is pop my acetate on the back layer, but hey ho, I've done it now. So we can pop that on. We can bring this one in. So although you've got that acetate, we've got the 300 GSM strip at the bottom, then we've got our cardstock and our pattern paper, so that's going to be enough strength for it to stand like so.
Yeah.
You can see like that. But then what we're also going to do is we're going to stable it a little bit more. So I've taken my oval nesting dies, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, and with this one I'm going to go in with my tape runner and add my adhesive on the back and pop this one on into here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ballerina, and then let's bring in a couple of foam pads.
Yeah.
Now the other thing that I would do with something like that when working with acetate, I would, if I had time, I would then cut out another ballerina in plain cardstock. I wouldn't stamp it or colour it. And then what I would do is, once I've popped this ballerina on, I would then come along and I would pop the ballerina on the back so it hides the workings that we can see of the foam pad. So it's just ways, because you know, acetate's good to work with, but you can see through the back, hence why it's see-through, isn't it? So by just die cutting another ballerina on our own into cardstock, sandwich it over the top, that's going to hide the workings of the ballerina. So that's what I would do with a wee bit more time. And then what we can do is press that to secure that. Let's go in with our little swan, bring in these ones on. Of course, additional height with your pads or glue gel is optional, but I do think it works to do that. We're going to pop that down to the bottom left, so our swan's head is just peeping out over the edge. Then to finish off, let's bring in one of the feathers, which remember you're getting included, which is fab. And then I did have a sentiment. Here we go. We've got our sentiment.
5.5 card, Craig. What size?
5.5 by 5.5. Yeah,
lovely.
It is indeed.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to go in. I've not got enough ribbon, so I'm going to go in with this green. And then let's do our bow. So for these, I always love to watch it. Get the screenshot going. Get it going. So we're going to cross them over, creating our bunny ear loops. Cross, tuck, and then pull out. So we're always getting new viewers, and I see we've got a lot of new viewers today, thanks to Sandra. So That's how I do mine. And the reason I always stop to do it is, you know, George, some people, you know, politely they'll say he doesn't tie his own bows. So every chance I get to do them live to prove that yes, I do.
He does.
We do them.
Now, he ties his own bows, but he has to ask me to tie shoelaces for him. So just we just got him off Velcro.
That's, yeah, I was about to say, that's funny. I don't have shoelaces.
You're looking at
No, I do. I do. But then we're going to pop that there at the side. We're going to go in with our glue gel, because it's an embellishment that I tend to use the glue gel over foam pads. Pop that there. I'm going to tuck that just to the side, and then therefore we've got the bow, but if you were to look from the back, you still see that little bit of tail from the ribbon. I'm going to come in with this one with the foam pads again, and keeping in mind, even with these sentiments, you get the little dies to go with them. So do what I would do with the ballerina, die, cut a piece of white cardstock with the same die, don't stamp it, nothing, and just pop it onto the back. That's going to hide the workings. And then what I am going to do is let's go in, let's go that way. And then I want most of this feather to be free flowing. So I'm going to put a little drop of glue gel towards the bottom under her foot. Let's just tuck that in, straighten it up, and then there we go.
Wow.
We'll lift that one up. We can see. Now you've got a choice, either a square panel to do your sentiment in there if you want, or you can equally do that on the back as well if you want to.
So great card. Crazy back in an hour for our final hour of Creative Cravings. However, do not go anywhere. Craig, thank you for now. We'll see you shortly as we have got the wonderful Sandra from Sanntangle. Guys, you guys can't wait. I'll tell you what, we're going to get things ready for you here in the studio. We'll see you back shortly.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Yes, hello, welcome back. Sorry, I've meant to put this back up when I'm ready. There it is, ta-da. Guys, welcome back to Crafters TV. For the next hour, we are joined by the wonderful Sandra from Sanntangle. Good evening, Sandra.
Good evening. Is it evening? I have no idea. It's just flown, hasn't it?
It has indeed. Listen, we've had so much fun. Everyone is so excited to see you today. Kerry on Facebook, I'm so excited to watch Sandra again. I was mesmerised during her last show. This is what we're going to be looking at, Sanntangle. Just before we get started quickly, because we've got stuff on limited stock. Sandra, just tell us a little bit about you, a little about the company, and what Sanntangling is all about.
Okay, Sanntangle is a mindful art. It's almost like making impossible art possible.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, we like that.
But
yeah, write that down. I said it first. No, and it's very, very simple pen strokes, but of course we work on small tiles, but only for a starter, and then we start to grow it and get bigger and bigger. And of course it's not just about tangling or drawing, it's about bringing it into your crafts. So whatever it is you do, whether you do paper craft, whether you do woodwork, whether you do fabrics, it all gets encompassed within that. And of course you have the fun and the journey of actually creating that little piece, but then somebody else, if you want to give it away, gets the pleasure of actually seeing it every day.
They do indeed. Guys, what a great collection these are. I just love it. I'm just stood here, like, I could look at it all day. There's so much within it. Guys, a lot of people have been fascinated with these. Our own Craig's been fascinated with these. This first bundle on screen, the Tiles, Tangle and Technique Starter Bundle, which Debbie's bought, Robinson, Craig's bought. Limited stock, guys. Limited stock on this. Let's take a closer look. Less than 10% off the stock. You're getting everything you need to become the best. What do we call the person who does this?
Tanglers. They are tanglers.
The best tangler ever. If you want to be a tangler, you can be a tangler tonight. But guys, you haven't got many opportunities. You're getting the you're getting the bundles, the 3 stencil sets. You're getting everything here. You're getting the tiles as well to allow you to do some lovely tangling. The pens and the pencils to do it with includes wonderful paper, pencil. Again, the different stencils. And the wonderful Tiles and Tangles technique book. Now, Sandra, tell us a little bit, what are we getting within here?
You're getting 12 tiles, or the instructions to create 12 tiles to start with. And I take you from the very, very first moment for actually writing your name on the back, to turning it over and putting the dots in the corners to create a border. And then all the way along to the end to where you have a little bit of an idea about how to shade, where to put the shading. A lot of people ask me about that. And then what it looks like when you blend it out. But it's me with you every step of the way. And of course, 12 tiles, yes. 12 practice pages as well for those. But you can do your own thing with it. You can mix and match it up. You don't have to stick within what I give you. It's all about you trying to be a little bit creative. And when you get that confidence, you can sort of let go a little bit and do your own thing. It's fantastic.
So if anyone is, nervous about this, what is the best advice you can give them? Just to have a go at it.
Yeah, take a deep breath, pick up a pen, have a go with me to actually tangle along. Try a few of these little patterns, and then of course, if you're not sure about them, watch a video. Go and see how we do it. And honestly, you'll then want to come back and you want to get the book. And
absolutely. I mean, Vicky said this on Facebook. Sandra got me through the first lockdown. I'm still doing tilings every few days. I know a lot of people during lockdown, it's very hard, very difficult not for many people, for everyone. It was really hard. And everybody found their own little ways. You can buy this bundle. Not many left of them, guys. £39, $56.49. You're saving yourself 10%. And remember, you get your Club Inspired discount on top of this, £31.20, $45.19. Let's have a look at how this works, Sandra, because I know a lot of people go,
okay.
How do we do this?
I promised you a Zen button, didn't I? What on earth is a Zen button? I'm actually using 2 of the stencils out of this essential kit, 2 of the stencils, and what I'm going to do, straight in with a pen, I've already put my name, here we go, look, so you can see, I've put my name, the date, and the number of the tile on there. That's something that we have to really do. It's tradition, and it's something that you start with, and it gets you in that sort of zone to think, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to see how this works, and I've owned that piece of cardstock. So here we go, I'm just drawing around outside, and then the inside, and then bringing this one in, lining it up so I get the middle, and then I'm going to draw inside. So I've got 2 rings, okay?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to come straight in with a pen. You don't have to, you can do this in pencil. And I'm going to split up the space that I'm actually using here. So see, I've done sort of 12, 6, 3 and 9. And then again, I'm going to come in. You can split it into as many spaces as you like. It's all about manageable sections. You see that? I've not touched the centre yet. I've just sort of marked around the edge there. And again, I can come in and find sort of the middle again, just to sort of create those little sections. Everything is all about it being manageable and just trying a little bit of something, seeing how it goes, and then just going with the flow. So there we go, I've got these lovely little sections I can work in now.
Yeah.
So if I come in and say, right, okay, I'm going to do, I've done a lot of these little loops today. I think they're a really nice thing to start with. So always start in the middle and then sort of work your way outwards. And then same on the next one. So in there we go, and outwards, and then in and out again. See, that one's going to go underneath that one. Really doesn't matter. So of course, I suppose we're getting a pattern forming here that they're all going to do that. So I would actually take this all the way around and create that little design. I'm not going to do all of it, of course, because so much we want to show you tonight. So I'm going to move straight onto this next section, and let's create some little zigzag shapes. So here we go. I'm going from diagonally from one side to the other to create this little sort of pattern. And then let's bring in a little curve. And then I'm going to do what we call an aura, or actually just follow around that last line. You see, I've got these little sort of curved lines going on. Same here, and just add in those lovely little curves there. And again, I would do that all the way round. And again, I'm not going to do all of it because I want to sort of show you how this works. So you see, you've got these little patterns going on. Again, you could bring some more of those little loops in there if you want to. And of course, we could fill in the gaps with little bubbles or fill it in with ink. And the centre, I'm just going to bring a line down here. I'm going to create a little bit, sort of a square if I can. You see, just a little bit of a curve there. Notice I'm turning my tile all the time. And I used to say that to kids in school. Paper moves. You can. You used to think they'd got to try and draw while the paper was still.
I mean, it's funny you saying you did product design, because that was one of the things I did actually. I loved product design at school, and I did the GCSE when I was quite young, like year 9.
Oh right,
and I did the A level when I was like year 10 and 11.
Oh, absolutely.
Fast tracked it. I love product design.
Yeah, it's a good fun one to do because you can bring any material and anything into it, whatever sort of works. You see, I'm just sort of bringing this in, and creating these little lines here. And then of course, once you've actually done all of this, you've gone all the way around. I'm going to bring one in I've done earlier. Here we go. Switch it out.
Look at that.
That's what you end up with, okay? Looks great, doesn't it? Looks impressive. But let's just up it a level. I'm going to come in with my pencil. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to really go for this. And I'm going to put pencil all the way around the outside here. You see, I'm not being light with this. I'm just going for it. You've got to be a little bit sort of courageous with it, and don't go too light with these. The idea is we want some darks and we want some lights. So there's the first. I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to work on both sides of this inner ring. So I'm completely ignoring what I've already drawn, and I'm following those original rings that I drew with that pen at the very beginning. Nothing else matters, it's just those rings, you see?
Beautiful.
Same here, both sides of that circle. If you need to go back in with your stencil just to draw that line again, go ahead and do that, that's absolutely fine. There we go. And remember, I'm just using 2 stencils. Two stencils, you see? So if I now just come on in with my tortillon, and I'm just going to very gently soften the edge of that pencil.
So what's that you're using there, Sandra?
This is the paper stub that's in that kit, and it's just got a nice point at one end, and all it's doing, the paper's sort of taking the graphite and just pushing it over the top of the paper there, just going onto the surface.
I'm going for a nosy.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see as I actually just sort of smooth that around, it's just gliding over the paper. And of course, I'm doing this this is my speed tangling. So just take it off. And you see, I've not gone quite into the middle. I've left a little bit of a highlight there. Just not even putting much pressure on at all. Don't really need to. Same around the outside. And of course you could still, you know, move your tile. See, if you do it this way, we don't want to do it that way, we want to do it in swirls.
I love it.
It's
I just love it. I think everyone's thought the exact same. I think it's credit. I think it's credit when our experts are going, oh, I need that in my life, because there's just so much in it. Everyone's saying how mesmerised they are by this. It is such a great little collection. Limited stock on it, guys. Again, I'm looking past the paper. That wooden board. That's what you've done as well on the board, isn't it? That Sanntangle board.
It is, yeah. This is my my extra board, because I do have one, and it tends to go for a wander now and again, and I couldn't find it this morning. So yeah, this is my work in progress. Again, you can see I'm just using that white chalk pencil out of that second bundle, because we just want to add a little bit of that highlight and just enhance it a little bit. Okay, so I mean, it's speed tangling. I'm not quite sure how long this is taking, but there we go. Look at that. Yeah. That is just three-dimensional or what? It's just absolutely amazing. I do have one here that I've done, but I've used an inked tile, so I've actually, you know, watercolour sort of inked and spritzed it. And you see there, because the tile's a bit darker, you get that white highlight coming through a little bit more. And they're just fab. They're absolutely fab, aren't they? Just divine.
You are fab. Look at that.
Look at that. You could do it. 2 circles. And of course the instructions are there for you to do. So whether you want to do a round, whether you want to do a square, it's entirely up to you. But I've got a couple, not of the buttons, but I've got a couple of sort of samples here.
Yeah, show us those.
This is what you can do with those essential stencils, and this is just literally working on tiles. So you see here we've got the triangles, we've got the stars, the squares, you've got those lovely hexagons. Imagine using this hexagon and bringing the topper tiles in from the other bundle and adding the little bees in there as well. You could do that. Again, the hearts, you saw earlier how I actually connected or interlinked the hearts together. And there's our circles. So you've got literally lots of different variations. Of course, you can extend them, you can make it bigger. You can go as large as you like with this, or just work on a little tile.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, there we go.
Coletta's asking on YouTube, what type of cardstock is that you're using? That's fascinating.
This cardstock here, this is my tiles. It's a cartridge kind of stock. Cartridge paper's got a little bit of a texture to it, and it's 270 GSM, which I'm not sure what that is in pounds, but it's a really good weight card.
Sturdy card.
Yeah, if you throw plenty of water at that, it's going to take it.
Perfect.
So, absolutely.
Great, loads of love. I mean, I realise as well, obviously a lot of our American viewers will just be tuning in now for the first time and going, what is this? This is brilliant. Let's say hello, a lot of you going, Gilmore on YouTube, I don't think I'm breathing. My eyes are bugging out. Breathe. I am begging, breathe. Sue, that looks absolutely amazing. Sandra. Jane, fascinating. Mary Pat, wow, the dimension is very impressive. Linda, this is amazing. LQM on YouTube, wow. That is limited stock, guys. We've also got, that is the starting bundle. Then we have got your new one for tangling from a new perspective. Again, 70% of the stock has gone on this, guys. If you are wanting to get this, now is the time. Do not mess about. You're getting the booklet and you're getting all, you know, helping you, guiding you through this incredible journey. Just incredible. And I think everybody's book is going to be different. It's a personal journey, I think, as well. You know, a lot about yourself, a lettering as well in here. You're going to learn stuff. You're going to have fun. Again, all here within this book. Again, you were saying earlier, Sandra, all made by you guys. It's all handmade.
It is, yes.
Absolutely. You also get the stencils in there as well within this bundle. Plus, as well, you're getting the chalk pencil that comes with you as well. You're also getting 24 tiles in those wonderful different shades as well. Plus, the wonderful Toppers for Tiles booklet as well, which you were talking about. You touched on this about bees earlier as well. This is in here as well.
It is, yes.
And this wonderful quotation, which I think is beautiful, which you wrote. A tile is not just a tile, it's a journey into uncharted territory, an experience with a virtual or present friend, a place of peace, a retreat, a new beginning. It really is, isn't it, Sandra? I absolutely adore this. So, tell us, what is this kit for, and who is this kit for?
This kit is for whether you're a beginner, whether you've brought the first bundle today, you brought that book one, and you think, well, what am I going to do with these tiles? Yes, there's practice pages in there that you can put them in, and we saw that in the first show today. But this means that you can actually take it a little bit further on. You can put your tiles into this new perspective book, and then of course you can add to it. So whether you draw on the page, whether you add more tiles, and I'm not leaving you with completely nothing at all. I mean, if we look at this is one that's a work in progress. But if I show you one that I've not touched yet. I've not actually drawn anything in this, but I've given you different sort of tangles and patterns, and I've given you an idea, some grids here and what you can do with it. And then all you've got to do is add to this, and then you can see where it leads. So it's going to look exactly as though you've drawn it all. It's because it's the same pen that we use, so absolutely. But of course you get those toppers, and we've not really focused too much on them as such. And I want to just, if I can, show you some samples of what you can actually do with this. So I've got a few different sort of bits and pieces here. Look at this one.
I love it.
It's just beautiful, isn't it? Now this one, the instructions for the flower, you've got one in there, but this has actually been recreated and something a little bit different. And she's made a little easel card there. So
love it.
That's really nice, isn't it? Really sweet. This one is a little bit of a showstopper.
Okay.
So you see the backgrounds here are actually using the grid out of that. And the little birds, again, are using that lovely little stencil. So it's what a concept that is, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Craig's like, what card is that? Is that like a folding
I
card?
have no idea. No idea. I just tangle. But it's beautiful, isn't it?
Incredible.
Lovely for that one. And then, of course, I know you've been talking about waterfall cards today.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, making
So
it a
you could,
waterfall
I mean,
card,
those are our little tiny tiles, but you could do a little bit, and you've got those little butterflies on there. See how it sort of grows, doesn't it? It moves. And then, of course, a little bit of the bees. Again,
Love that.
you can go a little bit bigger. So you've got the grid, and then you've also got the butterflies. What about this? Imagine that for a wedding. You've got your two little birds. That's the frame around the circle one. Then we've got all the different extra bits. But this, you've got to see this. We've talked about fabric, and you've not really seen any fabric samples. Let me show you this. This is actually the grid. And you can see here that my Leslie Elf has drawn it all in. She's actually used French knots, so she's stitched in it. She's slit some of the fabric, so you have a ribbon going straight through. Then, of course, we've got this beautiful sun, again, French knots, and she's then applied some of these little animals. And then, of course, on the back, it's a little book cover, look. She's added a few flowers, and it just ties there to hold it in place. So don't think it's just for paper craft, it's for everything. So, yeah.
I'm speechless.
If I take them away.
Speechless. I'm squinting because I'm going, that is, people going, what you do? I'm like, I'm squinting at the TV. It is that impressive. That fabric is ridiculous.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Just incredible. Just so impressive. Loads of love coming in for this. So, within the kit, how do we get started? What would we start with our kit?
Okay, what I'm actually going to do, I've got my sorbet tile here, although we've got the monochrome tiles in this. It doesn't really matter, but of course it's whatever sort of takes you at the time. And I'm just going to come in with pencil, and I'm just going to draw in that circular frame there. And because this is how all the samples started, with a frame or a little shape, and I'm just going to sort of mark off those little dots. And I know sometimes it's nice to say, oh, here's one I've done earlier, which I have with the oval. But it's nice to sort of show you exactly how these start off. So there we go, little dots. And then it's just a case. I'm going to actually, I'm going to come round, and I'm just going to create some little lines. See, I've just broken my space up without having to think about it. So I know that my sections are going to be about the same size. So I'm not being too particular here. I'm just sort of marking them in. There we go. So adding that in. And then straight in with a pen. So what shall we do? I'm going to come in and I'm going to create a little bit of a curve here.
Yeah.
So let's do a curve. There we go. And I'm going to do the same on each one. So I'll just go around it a little bit so you can sort of see what we're sort of doing. Don't do it all. Okay. And then what if I join this one to this one? And this one to this one? And this one to this one? And then we'll do the same at the top. Take it around. There we go. Just creating this lovely sort of shape here. So just a curve at the bottom.
Just mesmerising this, Sandra. I absolutely adore it.
Curve at the top. So you can see you've created this sort of wonderful rope shape. If I just sort of remove the pencil lines underneath that one. There we go. Let's add a little bit of a pencil shade there. Here we go. So I'm just going to add a little bit sort of to the top. Again, you can see it looks a little bit scruffy when you start, but don't worry about it. There we go. In we go with that pencil. Tortillon. Just going to work it round. You see how much that moves? It's lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely.
There we go, top and bottom. And of course, this is just sort of one thing you could do with it. There's so many other variants, but this is how the, you know, that like rope frame around the, if I bring that one back in, here we go, there's that rope frame. That's how that was done.
Wow.
So just sort of marking it off there. And again, I'm not going to do all of it because I want to show you how you can put something in the centre there. So you see you're getting that 3-dimension coming round as you work it. But let's look at something in the middle. Let's look at, I don't know, what should we do? Let's do a dragonfly.
Yeah, we love a dragonfly.
So here we go. I've got a selection here. I've actually done the body sections, but I've separated it.
Yeah, so you could use that somewhere else.
Yeah, so you can completely do it as is, draw it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can say, right, I'm going to move that up. Here we go. I'm going to move it up, and I'm going to join that one together.
Right.
Then I'm going to make another one underneath the same size, and then I'm going to use the next one. So I'm actually putting you in control. I'm giving you that structure, but you're in control of how you actually create this and how it's sort of going to work. Again, let's put that little dot at the bottom. So you see I've got something completely different than what looks on the stencil.
I love it.
So wing-wise, again, I've got 4 different kinds of wings here. You can use a combination, you can use them all. So here we go, let's put the wing in here. So again, you can change the angle of those wings if you want to. And again, it's all about you creating. So let's take it down there, and I'm going to bring it in here. And again, if you feel that you want to do a symmetrical, you can always mark on the stencil where those little circles are, turn it round, and then of course you can line it up again. There we go.
Caroline's asking, what grade of pencil do you tend to use on these? I know you get pencils provided in some of the sets, but what grade of pencil would you recommend?
Yeah, you want a soft pencil, so you're looking at a B or a 2B.
Okay.
Yeah, and we sort of looked at pencils that I think the other day actually in something, and a HB is sort of a neutral middle ground. If you go a little bit softer, they're known as B pencils.
Yeah.
So of course, in order to get that sort of movement, you need a B, so maybe a B or a 2B.
Yeah.
If you've got, say, a 2H, you don't want to use that because it's not going to move.
Absolutely.
It's more for drawing.
Sorry to be laughing, but producer Johnny was doing silly jokes in my ear.
He was, yes.
He did 2B, and Sandra heard you as well. She carried it like a true professional because he said 2B and he did William
I just ignored him,
2B or not to be. Sandra's learned quick. Sandra has learned very quick. Charlotte's, ignore Johnny, perfect.
There you
Love
go.
it.
Unless he specifically says my name, he's not there.
I love
like,
it.
Sandra, don't do that. But oh, you can see then you can come in and you can start to decorate wings and things like that. It's entirely up to you what you do with it. But of course, it's not tangling unless you put a bit of tangling in there.
Absolutely.
And again, they're all going to be completely different.
Yeah.
So let's have those little lines. We did these lines earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We love these.
Filler. We did it on the lotus in the centre.
Yeah, that's
just little
right.
dots and dashes. Just sort of fill that wing in there. It's a really nice sort of little tangle to use. But of course, you don't have to use it in the wings on their own. You could actually bring it in maybe as part of the design at the top here. So you've got some little sort of dangles. We're getting technical.
Not dangles, everyone.
Dangles.
Dangle? Dingle dangle scarecrow.
Yeah, look at that. So you see how you can just sort of bring in these sort of lovely little fillers and things. And then, of course, you can add extra sections in. I mean, this is obviously not going to be a topper for a card because I'm doing little techniques in there. But you can see how they all work together to create something kind of nice. And I do have a sort of a sample one that you can see. But you see where it's all starting to come together.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've probably got space to do something here. Maybe we want to bring one of those curls in, you see, from here.
Yeah.
And then along here. And again, if you question where's this coming from, this tangle or tangles like this are in the books.
Yeah.
So don't think you're left on your own and you've got to make it up.
Sandra, if people, obviously you got the books and everything, but if people want to reach out to you, how can they get in touch with you? Do you have socials? How do people keep up to date?
Okay, first protocol, if you want to watch any of the videos or you want to see what's going on, then you look for Sandra Rushton Artist on Facebook. If you on YouTube, of course, you can have a look at the videos on YouTube. We do lives twice a week on that page. But if you want to have some inspiration and see what other people are doing, then go to the Sanntangle group page.
Right.
And you'll find not necessarily work from me there, but you'll find work that other people have done with these stencils, and you see just how creative they can be. Because
really
of course, some people, follow me first, but then they go away and do their own thing. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's very addictive. And we've recently done some bee stencils, and you'll see at the top of the page you've got bees in different characters and with hearts for Valentine's Day. And they're so funny. You need to look at them. They're lovely.
Absolutely, I'll look later on.
Yeah, you see here, look, I've got a completely different frame to what I've done here, but that's the beauty of this. I can do what I want to do, and I've added my little dragonfly in again, completely different. And then I've added a little bit of ink around the edges, and that's now prime for a topper. So as you saw the cards a little bit earlier, you could put that in, matte and layer it, a few flowers in there, and it's a unique card, isn't it? For
it really is, and like we said about this, every single one of these is going to be different. There's never going to be two which are the exact same. It's a great card, and remember that great bundle, the new perspective drawing bundle. You've got the book, the chalk pencil, and 24 tiles and toppers. Loads of you getting in touch, and a lot of this stuff is becoming limited stock tonight, guys. So if you are wanting to get anything from Sanntangle, from Sandra, please don't wait for it. Check out your baskets. Also, as well, we touched on this earlier, the mandalas. We love them. You're getting in here the oval, creating ornate mandalas and ovals. Again, 3 great little booklets, all going to help you. So you're going to be creating here, Stacey, the creating ornate mandalas that you're going to get here in the bundle. 50% of the stock has gone the oval stencils and the lotus flower. The lotus flower is brilliant. And the stencils as well are going to come with that as well. I can't believe, I can believe it actually, 50% of the stock has gone, £42.50, $60.90, saving yourself 10%, plus that Club Inspire Platinum prize. Cheryl, oh that is so pretty. Gilmore, how pretty. Caroline on YouTube, I've just joined the group page and was totally blown away at the Sanntangle group page.
Thank you.
Guys, there's so much can be done with this. I mean, I love mandalas, I love that kind of Moroccan and Indian culture. I adore it, and these are just perfect, aren't they?
They're lovely, aren't they? And it's not a traditional round mandala.
No.
I never do anything the same. I never do anything traditional like that. It's always got to have a little bit of a tweak to it, a twist in some way. So you'll find that the circles are a little bit squished to a very, very slightly oval. So you could use it long ways or width ways.
Yeah.
And of course you've got the extra tendrils and things like that go off it. I love those little droplets.
Absolutely.
And stuff.
Do you know what I imagine people would get who got tattoos? I imagine my friend Victoria would love these tattoos on some of these, would adore them. Victoria's got a question, not my friend Victoria, another Victoria. What colour mediums are best to colour with the graphite pencil?
Oh, now if I was going to colour, I would, if I was going to, let's put this right, alcohol markers are brilliant to start with, and then you can tangle on top, and then of course...
Just Sandra, your mic's just gone. Just give us 2 seconds. We'll just get a wonderful team to come and change your battery for you. Don't worry though, guys. We've got loads of you coming up for you in the show as well. Christine's just been in touch on Facebook. Hello, lunch break. Bought all the Sanntangle earlier. Can't wait to get it. Guys, we're just going to fix Sandra's mic. Get yourselves ready. Check out your baskets. We'll come back to you shortly after this.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Yes, welcome back to Cravings. Sorry about that. Thank you for bearing with us, guys. We are here with Sanntangle. We are looking at everything here that Sanntangle do amazing. The wonderful Sandra's with us. And before the break, we were starting to look at mandalas and that Taste of Asia pack bundle. Again, with the stencil bundle, the lotus flowers, the ovals, the frames, and the ornate mandalas. Mandalas, £42.50, $60.99. There are some great different... that's very nice. Charlotte's right. I like this one. And zoomed in it. She likes that one. Do you like that one, Charlotte? Do you know what one I love? I like that one on the top, actually. I like that one as well. I like that one and that one. I like them all. I don't know where to, there's just too many good ones. Right, good ones. Right, so mandalas, as we were saying, Sandra. What?
Yeah, we talked about colour.
Yeah, we were, weren't we? That's
so
right.
Yeah, if you're going to use alcohol markers, use your alcohol markers first, then go over the top with your Tangles, and then go over the top with your pencil.
Yeah.
If you're actually going to use coloured pencils, there's two ways of doing it. Depends how you want to. If you want to go in coloured pencil first, go in lightly and then add a touch of it over the top. But if you actually use your pencil first and shade it like we have been doing, and then go over the top with coloured pencils,
yeah,
you get a bit of a vintage kind of vibe going on. So it mutes the colours down.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about shading then, because you've already done it.
Absolutely.
And you just flick a little bit in. It's worth having a look. We've done that on a few videos. So you'll have a look at those and see what the results are.
Absolutely. I just
so
love
many ways of doing it.
I love how much of a professional you are. You remembered where you were. You're like, yeah, back into it. I was like, I haven't got a clue. I absolutely adore it, Sandra. So what are we going to show us next? I know everybody's just mesmerised by your incredible Sanntangles tonight, because I'm blown away by it. So what are you going to do for us next?
Okay, I'm going to look at the oval stencil frame, and we've talked about it being a frame and it actually being part of something to go around something else. But I want to show you that it's not just for that. You could actually create something artistic with it as well.
Yeah.
Now, I have brought these to market in the past, but I've actually done them as separates. This one, I've listened to customers and they said sometimes they can be a little bit tricky to hold and keep in place.
Right.
So we've actually created the stencil so it's all in one. So really easy to use. You can hold it down and then you can draw around it and you can just mark out which lines you want and then take it away and it's job done. You're not going to lose the little bits then.
Of course.
So, absolutely. So I've already taken the liberty, of course, of actually drawing part of the frame. You do have instructions here and it does show you how to actually split it up and how to create those wonderful images that are on the inside. You've actually got this one here which I've completely filled in and put a little sort of sentiment in the middle, and then I've got one here, it's a little bit larger and it shows you how you could sort of create a different shape. But of course there are so many different ways to do it, so I'm just going to work my way around and see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a plan and I'm looking at what I've done, I'm thinking, how did I do that? But that's all good.
But that's the fun of this, isn't it?
Of
Never
course,
two the same.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a pencil and I'm just going to split that space again.
Right.
Because now you've got even sections, you can go around with a little bit more confidence and not worry too much about whether it's going to be right or wrong or whether it's going to be spaced. So here we go, I've got smaller sections. I'm just going to put those lines in. Now that's just where the sort of the slots were, and of course the pencil's going to disappear anyway afterwards. So what we're going to do, I'm going to create a bit of a curve. So I'm going to go from here to here. Now you've sort of seen this a few times today and it's a nice one to do.
Yeah.
And rather than think which way am I going, we just can sort of add that shape in there.
Well, I'm watching it going, I can do that.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm like, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah, that's the way we like to sort of see it. And let's just then take it the other way, but this time I'm only going to go part way, you see, because this line's in the way. So we're going to create this sort of, again, a curve. I'm still aiming for this point here, but I'm stopping part way through.
Right.
Because, of course, that line's sort of in the way. You see where you've got, like, it looks like it's going underneath now, doesn't it? So let's do the same sort of thing here. I'm going to bring it in. Let's take it that way. Okay, so I'm joining those lines with this sort of curve and just taking it along and just working my way from one side to the other. So you might want to come this way, you might find it easier to do that. Really doesn't matter. It's you don't have to do it my way. You can find you want to do straight lines, you can do straight lines too. It's absolutely fine. So okay, where are we going to go from there? I'm going to take it up. So remember that we did down. This time I'm going to sort of go up. And I'm going to stop here. So I've actually got this sort of unusual kind of shape forming.
Yeah.
Now this isn't in this particular design isn't in the instructions. It's literally just made it up. Not just, but
yeah.
I've had to plan it, of course, professional. I've had to plan it, but you can see where you've now got this sort of shape going on here. And let me just sort of rub out those pencil marks so you can see exactly what that's going to look like. And it's just wonderful.
Absolutely, sorry, Beth Falone just said I buckled and ordered. I love to doodle while watching TV, thinking this will take those doodles to a new level.
Oh, that's what we want. You're going to love it. It's very addictive. And, you know, doing this and trying different ways, it's just so much fun because you think, well, I never knew it would do that, or I didn't think that would happen. No, it's just lovely. So I'm doing that what we would call like an aura on the inside. We now know what an aura is. We're going to draw and follow the line inside there.
Yep.
You see, because it's easier on my hand and my wrist just to sort of do these first lines this way. Okay, and then back into just sort of putting those lines in here. So you see, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just joining lines. It's nice and gentle. So you see that where what we're going to start to create is that all the way around.
Yeah.
It's going to give us a really nice frame design, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But let's bring something in the middle as well. I'm just going to add in a couple of those sort of little designs.
Craig, what
here.
are you doing?
I know. Oh, I feel under pressure now.
For social, so everyone can see what Sandra's doing.
Okay, I'll let you off.
So you see, just adding these little sort of shapes in here.
Yeah.
And of course, we could actually, you know, go forever with this one. Now, the beauty of this is you can think, well, do you know what? I've got, I don't know, maybe the ballerina that came in earlier with the Swan Lake.
Yes.
You'd want to have that in the middle, bit of a mirror in the back. Because, of course, you could cut this middle bit out and place it over the top. Or maybe you want to actually stamp a sentiment and put something in there. So, of course, shading, again, whether you want to use pencil, whether you want to come in and use your coloured pencils. I'm just going to do a little bit because, again, I'm going to bring in the one that I've been working on, and you can see how that looks. But again, just adding that shading in. There we go. Again, nice and gentle, just working my way around. It's going to give that three-dimensional appearance, and you can see it quite clearly. It starts to stand out, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I've actually done this with some coloured pencils, and again, I've added a little bit extra, and here we go.
I've done a little bit extra, she says,
what I've done, these little extra gizmos I've already showed you how to do. I've got a couple of curves in there with some loops. I've actually just written a statement in there, but of course you could stamp it. And then I've gone round with a coloured pencil. My shading has happened on the inside. And then I've used one of my stencils again, just to create that little loop. A little bit of shading, and I've attached it. It looks like it's going to hang up, doesn't it?
It really does.
So literally from what we've done to there, it's not a huge step. Of course, you could come in and put a butterfly in there from the topper section if you want to. And I do have some samples, completely different ones. Here we go. So this one, it's one of the moths that we created before, and you can see the oval has actually framed it beautifully, and it's just been part of that card, and it's just lovely, isn't that? Really on that dark paper, but you've got the little white highlights. Something that you've actually not seen either is this one. This was sort of a Christmassy one, but look at the frame around here. I've actually used double the amount there and gone around it, but then added a completely different tangle or pattern within, and then created my own little image. Added a few, I love adding those extra flourishes.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
It's just awesome, isn't it? And then the lotus that we looked at earlier this afternoon, I've added just a little bit of shading around and a touch of colour around there, and you can see there, it doesn't have to be the whole thing. It could just be one line, it could just be a thicker one. There are so many variations here.
Do you know what, when do you say to yourself, right, that's it, no more on this one? How do you, or does it ever? So I'm looking at it going, right, when is enough? But are you like adding on to that one earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think once you sort of know, you get that feeling and you think, you know, that is enough, or you think, I haven't got enough hours in the day to do anymore, I'm going to stop there. If you find that you are going too much and you think, oh, I've overdone it, put a timer on. Say, right, I'm just going to give myself 15 minutes, put a timer on, and then at 15 minutes, look at it. And sometimes, you know what I do? I actually, fridge magnets, and I put it on the fridge. And every time, because you walk past the fridge all the time, don't you? So what I tend to do, walk past it and I have a look at it, think, yeah, no, I'm going to leave it. Walk past it a few more times and think, yeah, I'm going to tweak that, put it back on. And then you know, because you're looking at it and you're walking past, and it's a good way to sort of think, do I need more or not?
Absolutely. Guys are coming in. I love Gilmore. I love how Sandra does those little conical things. So cool. And Caroline French. This is so flipping cool. Sanntangle, a great company. And again, a small company, Sandra. Just you, your husband, and your friend,
and
isn't
Leslie
it?
Elf.
Alf, your
We
little
have to
elf.
call her Alf, yeah.
Absolutely. Just three of you walking. And everything is handmade in the factory. You know, absolutely. Just a great little collection. Let's look at this wonderful starter bundle that there is limited stock on, the guys. Remember, everything here to get you started. I know Debbie's bought this, I know Craig's bought this. You're getting the different stencils to get you started on Sanntangling. Again, you've got the triangles, the squares, the circles, all different shapes. You've also got them there and the outlines, and then again finishing off with these more funkier shapes, the stars, the hearts and the hexagons. You're getting all the pencils that you're going to need, the Tula pens, that wonderful pencil, and the wonderful paper stub pencil as well. Plus you're getting the tiles. Again, perfect. Again, great cardstock. Plus the most important pieces as well is that book, which is going to help you through everything, the tiles and tangles techniques. Limited stock on this, guys. £39. 56.49. Guys, if I was you, I'd check out your baskets now, because you may miss out on this. Sandra, you know, we're saying small company, you make all this, you make this coil by hand, the book's chosen by you. It's a small little company with, I mean, just such a big outreach, isn't it?
It is, yes, and from every single section, from the photographs to actually writing the instructions, to putting it together, to deciding what's going in it, to doing the front cover, to actually then punching it and coiling it, we do it all, and it's a very small little area, small space, but we do it, and we love it. We love doing this, and it's nice to bring it to people, and then to see what you actually do with it. Because you don't have to do exactly what I've done. The instructions are there to help you, but then do your own thing. Just go with it. So I thought I'd actually show you one of the
absolutely.
Here, look, I've showed you. Look, put your name on it, and then here it says, look, put some dots. So again, with a pencil, I'm going to put some dots.
With that name tradition, what is the tradition behind that? Why is it the name and the number and the date? Why
it actually does come from the Sanntangle method, where it's actually setting you up to start something. It's saying to you, right, now's the time to write your name. Slow down, calm down, take a deep breath. You've got this. Then you turn your tile over. And then once you've done that, that's when you make a start. It's already setting you into that Zen mode.
Absolutely. Love that.
Absolutely. So, okay, I've done step 3, look. There we go. And it doesn't have to be in the middle. It doesn't have to be spot on, because it's in pencil. It rubs out. Here we go. 4. First tangle. It shows me, look. I'm going to do a little line here. It looks like a really, really sort of thin shape like that. And then it comes back on itself. You see? There we go. And then it says, look, I've got little arrows. It says, go from here. Come on in, put a little blob on the top and colour it in. And the same this way, a little blob, colour it in, okay? And then again, it shows these little arrows. So I'm going to go from here, I'm going to bring it down, around, and up. And the same again the other side. Follow that line down, around, and up. There's our first shape. I'm going to make that a little bit longer, just because I can, okay? So that shows me, look, in step 5, this is what it's going to look like. It says, look, in 6, you can colour that bit in if you want to. Don't have to, but you can. And then here it says, look, do another one. So, okay, I'm going to do another one. So in it goes. There's that line. Let's bring another one in. And then a little line with a blob on. Little line with a little blob on the end there. And then I'm going to go down and up and down and up. You see, we've got the 2 now. So then it says do another one. So here we go. Here's another one. So in we go with our lines and along. And of course you could colour these in different colours. You don't have to do them in black if you don't want to. You could do whatever you want to do. And then along and up and then down and up. So I'm repeating the same thing every time. So there's my 3, look. Step 9, do another one. So here we go, going to do another one. Now, again, you notice they're all different sizes, but that's what makes it interesting.
Really does. The comments that are coming today is just incredible. Gilmore, I'm dazzled by lovely pen and pencil work. Patty, these are gorgeous. Caroline on YouTube, there are not enough words to describe how wonderful this has been.
Aww.
Thank you so much, Crafters Companion, for bringing this to us. Nancy, she is the master of shading and blending colours and drawing precise parallel lines. And Beth Valone on YouTube, I think even my husband would enjoy doing this.
Oh, absolutely. Do you know, we do have gentleman tanglers. It's not, I said before, it's not about gender or age.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it doesn't even need the words. Have I actually read any of the words at the moment? I haven't. They're there because I know people, you know, being a teacher, you sort of know that some people learn differently. You want some people that actually do it, some people that look at the pictures, some people that look at writing. And it's all about, you know, just sort of trying to cater for everything. So it's all in there. And there's no technical jargon in there. It's almost like, I think once you know me and you've heard me, you read this information, you think, yeah that's her saying that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, there's nothing technical in there. It's a line or a droplet or a bubble. It's all that. And of course, I think the only technical term I use is the word aura.
Yes.
And that's it. And now we've used that word a couple of times. It's just about creating a line around a shape, whether it's outside or inside. You see, I'm just repeating that pattern each time. So once you think you've got enough, that'll probably be enough. I'm going to move on to the next bit. Like it says, look, fill the middle with bubbles.
Yeah.
Okay, love bubbles. They're not circles. They don't have to be perfect. Fill it in. See, all different sizes. And this actually hides a multitude. If you find that your centre little bit here is a little bit muddled because you've been drawing all these points, fill it with bubbles, and then any gaps that are left, you're going to come on in and you're going to just fill it with ink.
Perfect.
And it's going to get rid of any sort of little issues that you may find that you've had, you know, with extra lines and stuff like that. Plus it's giving it that little bit of drama, that little bit of depth in the middle there.
Yeah.
So you can see where it's started to get a little bit darker. That's what we want.
Yeah.
And then it says, oh, okay, 12, what's this? We've got a new tangle. So wave your line loop with blobs on it, or it's a swirl with blobs on it. Let's have a look. Let's turn the page. So it says, okay, all right, okay, we're doing the swirl with blobs. So I've started in this space here. So let's do a swirl. Started a swirl. I'm just going to put a little blob on the top there. And then I'm going to come back round and do another one. And then start to fill the space. And as I work my way around that spiral, you see it's starting to create this sort of different, like, crazy sort of shape going on. Yeah. And I'm sticking within the lines of that border. I might actually even draw that border in. There we go. See? And then start another one, so a little dot, and start to add those sort of little bubbles on the top there, and it just sort of changes the shape that we're creating there. And round we go. I'm just going to keep going. See how that's now sort of working its way underneath?
Yeah.
So that's what we want. We want something a little bit different. Let's now draw that in. And again, let's have another one here. Just sort of taking it round. And then again here. So of course you could swap this tangle out if you think, you know what, I don't want to use that.
Yeah.
And go to the back of the book. Here we go. Well, yeah, that's the one we did this morning. Look, there we go. I've got to stick that one in. And there's all these step outs here. So you could have done just a swirl. You could have done, I don't know, maybe you could have done this one here. Maybe you could have done this one just to fill the background. This one's a really nice one. I do use that a lot. Yeah. But it's entirely up to you. So follow it along. Or think, do you know what? I'm going to chain it up for something else. And it's amazing how different it starts to look then.
Stacey's asking, can I ask a question please to Sandra? Do we have to use a certain shade of pencil for those little doodles?
No, we've talked a little bit before about it being a soft pencil because of course you want it to move across the surface of the paper. So, you know, if you've only got a HB pencil, then use your HB pencil. It's not going to what we'll call travel as far. No. But it's still going to give you that shading. Something like a 2H or a 3H. I always remember H is for hard, B is for butter, 2B is B, butter, soft.
Yeah, I like that.
So, yeah, the softer
well done,
your pencil.
Johnny, for not making jokes on the 2B again. Well done. He's learning. He's
There
learning.
we go. So you see how it sort of starts to fill in now, and
Yeah.
I've got this sort of background going on. Again, I'm just sort of working my way around. I might decide that I want to, you know, I want to add more bubbles, or I want to go in with swirls. It's entirely up to you what you do with it. Again, you're going to take your time with this. You're going to, you know, you're going to spend, say these tiles last anywhere between 40 minutes and an hour. And of course, the nice thing about them is if you think, do you know what, I need Sandra's monotone, calming voice,
here we go.
then you can, you can always go to the videos.
Yeah,
you can watch along with the videos.
What is the longest time you spent on a tile?
A single tile, probably just maybe 2.5 hours, something like that.
Okay.
I think sometimes you can get really technical if you want to, and the
Yeah.
more detail you start to put in, because you know you start interconnecting things, and you can get lost in it, and the time goes, and your prosecco goes flat.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
not
You
good.
don't-
Can't
nobody
have
likes
that.
flat prosecco,
No, we can't have that because you forget it's there. You absolutely forget it's there.
but you put bubbles in.
So yeah, it's great for the calories. You just sit and do this, and you forget everything that's going on. So forget cooking the tea, forget washing the dishes. You're sat here doing this, and you have no idea. Time just goes. Nothing around you matters. It's just creating these wonderful little shapes. And again, we've not used anything that's really crazy, scary. We've not sort of done huge straight lines. We've not
Yeah.
had to get anything out to measure. No measuring at all. We've just sort of gone with the flow, just seeing how it sort of works. So we go. You see where we've got those little. See, I now just sort of bring. I'm going to bring my sort of. I'm just going to remove, you know, that original sort of border out of those leaves there.
Yeah.
There we go. I think I'm just going to see this little bit here. Let's just bring that in because, of course, we want it to look as though there's something behind. And then whether you want to bring coloured pencils in or whether you want to bring... Oh, I've lost my pencil. That's a good job. I've got a backup. It could be
Yeah,
anywhere. Oh, it's there, look. It's just like your craft room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's my tile as well that I lost. So I'm just going to bring a little bit of pencil in. And the nice thing about this, of course, is here we go. I actually show you, look at step 19, where to put the pencil.
Yeah.
So it says, look, just put like a little bit. I've done it. Let's follow the instructions, Sandra. There we go, just for now. There we are, a little bit there, look. And it's just saying, you know, put a little bit in. There we go. So again, I'm not being particularly thinking, oh, where's the light and the shade coming from? I'm just going in with it. There we go. And I think while I'm at it, I'm just going to go around the outside because I know that's coming in the next sort of set of instructions there. There we go. Just sort of work my way around. And back in with that tortillon. And you see here, it looks like I've softened it. So yeah, it's just using part of it, and it's left part of it with no shading at all. So let's do that. And just sort of work my way around those shapes. And again, if you want to use your coloured pencils for this, just to bring it out, or your pens, whatever you want to, you've got. Watercolours work well with this as well. Pastel pencils, because then you can use your tortillon to soften it all out. There we go. And just sort of taking my time around there. Let's get this border in there as well.
Yeah.
Now, I could have done the border on the outside as well. That would have made the square stand out.
Yeah.
As it happens, it looks like it's sort of going inside a little bit there. I think I need a little bit round here as well. So you could probably use the graphite already on your tortillon. But there we go, a little bit in those there. You see, I've not used the whole of the tile. I've just used a section. This looks quite classy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Imagine
it's
this on matte and layer and just stick with creams.
Yeah.
And just sort of
Very
build
nice.
it up. But just looking quickly at here, you see it. I've showed you that I've used photo corners to stick it onto a page. And here then, a little bit of a close-up. You see that line we sort of saw where the swirl. We've started this line down the page, and then we've started to add this sort of swirly shape into the line. Getting technical now, not really. But there you can see how I'm actually adding swirls and lines together to create this wonderful border. Bringing in those little leaves. Again, look, this is how you shade it. And this is now the actual tile, but then I've got a bit of a border which you could use on the side of your card, on the side of your journal. And, you know, it just looks beautiful. So 30 steps. 30 steps.
Absolutely. Guys, there are 10 of these left in stock. If you are wanting to get these, do not sit on it. There's 10 left in stock. If you've got it sat in your basket and you've not checked it out within the next few minutes, I promise you, you're going to miss out on this. £39, $56.49, and that incredible Club Inspire Platinum price. There's 10 left. There's probably 9 left in stock now as we speak. Guys, they're going like hotcakes.
Okay, so I've just come to the practice pages at the back of the book, and you can see here, those are the tangles that we've actually used within this. So if you wanted to actually practice them first before you went onto one of your tiles, then you could use this page to practice. But what about trying something a little bit different with this? What if we were to go in maybe and draw this sort of shape, and let's make it just a little bit wider. And what if we wanted to try some stripes on the centre there?
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's put those loops in as before. I'm not going to colour them in this time though. But then I'm going to come back in with that lovely sort of curved shape to create that leaf. It's lovely that. It's so lovely to draw that curve.
Yeah.
It's just divine. But you see, I've got a bit of a shape there. Let's repeat it. Look, I'm going to do a little bit of an aura there, but take it to the point, and then bring it round here and take it back to the point. And then again, let's give this a few stripes.
Just a question from Caroline. What on that picture that you shows with the corner pieces, holding those?
Yes.
What are those? Are they just dies? Are they things that you've bought? What are the whole corner pieces?
They are photo corners. So if you think you've done scrapbooking, if you put photographs into albums, they are photo corners.
Lovely. There you are, you see. That's why we're here. Guys, there's only 10 of these left in stock. There's not... How many's left, Johnny? 5. There's 5 left. It's going to sell out. Sandra, as we wrap up this brilliant day of Sanntangling with you, Sandra, have you enjoyed your day today?
It's been a breath of fresh air. It's been really nice. And the support the fact that you get that feedback, I think that's been really nice. So thank you ever so much, everybody, for doing that. It's really helped today.
Just remind us where we can keep in contact with you on Facebook.
So you can look at all the videos on Sandra Rushton Artist.
Yeah.
And I'm live at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday and a Friday. We've even done a tiny tile today. Yeah.
In the UK?
In the UK.
So that would be...
I have no idea.
9 a.m. on the East Coast. They're in front of me, 6 a.m. on West Coast.
And then, of course, the Sanntangle group page, if you want to see what other people do with the stencils and what's coming up and what's going on, then that's where you go and have a look there.
Absolutely. Sandra, I hope to see you again very soon on
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. Guys, we have got just 55 minutes left of creative cravings left on this evening. We are going to be taking a look at some more brilliant sets. Guys, have a look at this. We'll see you back shortly.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. I mean, that was an impressive accent there, Craig. You guys have absolutely loved Sandra from Sanntangle today. Linny Jones, you've been brilliant. Thank you from Caroline. Christine, thank you. Sandra, that was amazing. Lynn, absolutely fantastic to have Sandra on the show today. She has been a joy to watch. Hope she'll be back again soon. Victoria, the guests this month have been so delightful. I've enjoyed them all. And Pam, we have to have Sandra. I love you to have Sandra on today. I hope she comes back. Absolutely. I know Craig does. I know everybody does. Guys, I'm going to tell you now, those starter kits are probably sold out. So if you are wanting to get involved, you've probably missed your chance. They've probably sold out now. We are back for Creative Cravings, looking at this brilliant collection that we've got just here for you. It's the Abstract Shape Stamp and Die Collection, 24 elements. We've got some great collections with these, some great, wonderful cards. Again, they are all available individually, but the bundle that you see on screen, if you're buying that at £33 to $55, $45.99, you're saving yourself 30%. You're right, Craig. You're right, mate. You got excited. Oh my God!
It was more like when you have a hiccup with like a mini windy pop at the same time. It just kind of took me a bit off guard there. But no, I'm okay.
Anyway, back at the ranch, the wonderful butterfly wishes, again, with the die and the stamps as well, the sentiment stamps. You've also got Balloon Bouquet. Again, another great little collection with this one. Love is in the air, love is always all around, endless love. You've also got Star of Stars. Oh, Star of Stars.
Do you just go around your house just looking at objects and then just start singing? Oh, the kettle's over there. I'm going to make a cup of tea.
No, you see, what you got to think of something that goes with. I spent a bit of time as a DJ. Can you? Well, you get your food from the buffet. The buffet is now open. There you are with the foliage. What are we talking about these? The foliage flurry and the celebration. See, what would I celebrate here? What would I sing? Celebration cake, come on. Do 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 do. That's yours today, $33.55, $45.99. I'm available for parties, for weddings, christenings,
bar
mitzvahs, funerals. I'll do funerals. Platinum price as well, £26. What? My uncle, when he passed away, he had karaoke at his funeral. £26.84, $36. He did $36.79. It was a good old send off. That's what he needed. Talking of a good send off, these.
I wondered where you were going. I thought you were ready to throw it at me there. I was ready to say, okay.
Oh, good. Craig, take over, mate. What we're doing?
Rightio. Let's have a, tell you what, let's have a look at some finished samples, some that I didn't show earlier on, because these are the abstracts, so these cut into your cardstock or your materials as well.
Yeah.
Some of them are really nice, delicate shapes, so there is no outline die with this one.
Yeah.
So for instance, you've got the butterfly, so your butterfly shape is all made up of little butterflies. Then what we've got, so we've got the star one as well.
Yeah.
So we've got the star that's all made up of the star. But the good thing is, so many of these are usable. You know, so the stars that die cut out, you can then use.
Paper piece them back in.
Look at that one. Look at that one. So paper piece. So you could be selective in what you paper piece. You might want to spend a little bit of time and do it all. That's up to you. But then because it cuts into your card, that then gives you the opportunity then to do things like your shakers that we can do here. Or what we're away to do within this next card. And it's a little bit of a sort of like a theatre diorama sort of card. And we're going to use the Endless Love scene that Valentine's is just on the horizon. And what I've done, George, is I've taken my white smooth stamping card, 8 inches by 5 inches.
Right.
So 8 by 5. I've scored at 1 inch, I've scored at 2 inch to make it easier for myself, flipped it over, scored at 1 inch, scored at 2 inch as well. And then what I'm going to do is if I just lean it over, let's get a bit of pink.
Yeah.
Bit of pink tulip, water reactive. And then what I'm going to do is I've go in with my blending pad, my blending tool. I'm going to go in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink the edges slightly.
Absolutely. Jane's been in touch with George. It's nice to see happy people.
Smiley, happy people.
You see, smiley, happy. Wendy, you guys are hooked now, aren't you? Those abstract stamps will be good to tangle.
They would. What a brilliant idea.
You guys have started something
now.
now.
What a really good idea. So, well, let's not, let's do it. So I've got one cut, ready to go. We are going to cut the one I'm doing, but yeah, let's show you this one. So if you're doing that, of course, obviously you pop it onto maybe your tile or your cardstock, whatever you're going to use, and then Sanntangle into the middle.
I bet there's a lot of people not realise, be introduced to Tangles.
You could do that, yeah.
I think a lot of people be the first time they've been introduced to this today.
Oh, I completely agree with you, absolutely agree. And what's lovely for me as well, because Sandra's appeared on Creating Craft for some wee while here in the UK, and I watch Sandra, but then what I tend to do is I'm usually prepping at the same time. So I'm listening, but I'm not always focused on what she's doing. So today I have the luxury of obviously just being able to sit on the settee and just watch it and just focus on what she's doing. And now you're going to look at your dies, as you've just said there. Look at these ones, look at your other ones, see what you can Sanntangle into the middle of them. Just saw lines and then just do your little shapes, your curves and that. Follow our book, whichever one you've got. And absolutely, you could be doing that for sure.
Loads of love. Samantha went, I love George's singing and dancing. Well, there you are, you see. Some people can't stand it, but some people blinking lovely. Charlotte, do you not like my singing and dancing? Is that what you said? Charlotte, do you not like my singing and dancing? You lying through your teeth. It is so good. I can hear the lying in your voice. I'm going to HR in the morning, I'm telling you. Again, £33.55, $45.99 for this incredible, wonderful abstract shapes die. Carlette has asked, have they fixed the technical problem to send in pictures? That is a good question.
That is a good question.
Charlotte, that is one for you. She's having a look. It's a wonderful crafting stage. She said she sent in some pictures of a crafty mess. So Charlotte is having a look now, but we're not quite sure. I didn't realise there was an issue.
I didn't actually either, no.
Last week,
yeah.
Oh.
That was probably just Nicola's lazy way of not getting photos in.
They haven't fixed it, unfortunately,
guys.
They're not. So sorry. Hey, guys, there are some brilliant shows coming up tomorrow. I'm not here for the launch day. I'm here for Wake Up Call and Create, Craft and Chat.
How jammy am I?
Tomorrow's launch day. That with them silhouette card stamps. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. They are brilliant. You and Benjamin on that tomorrow.
Are indeed. So I am, once again, lucky duck that I am. I've got another launch, but then I'm also on the later half of the day as well.
Yeah.
So I will be in for launch day. And then
Cartload.
Cartload.
Yeah, tomorrow, brand new shows, as always, 8 a.m. here in the UK, 3 a.m. over on the East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You have got Wake Up Call, followed by Create, Craft and Chat, followed by Craft, Chat and Create, the 3 C's. Then followed by another Wake Up Call with myself and Debbie Robinson. I'm going to be back in the building in less than 12 hours. I'm joking, I love it. I can't wait. I do like the early morning shows. It gets me, I get up nice and early. I love it. Every second, get the coffee, get the tunes pumping, full of energy in the morning. Me and Debbie Robinson, a Northern Takeover with the wonderful Sharon Callis is going to join us.
Just
via Zoom.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is by Zoom.
She is in Ireland, so we will let her off.
I would like to have seen her up close, but
it will be good. And then don't forget, like Craig said, 2 p.m. here in the UK, tomorrow 9 a.m. over on the East Coast, 6 a.m. Pacific time. We have got that launch day with those silhouette stamps. That camper van is exquisite. Is that the word? I looked at it last night on launch party, and it was. It's one of my favourites, and there's so much within it. I cannot wait. And then that's with Ben and Craig, and then they're going to wrap it up the day with Cartload as well tomorrow.
I know it's jam packed, and it's with Johnny and Charlotte again. So what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Plenty. Lots of things, especially on a Cartload. You know how Cartload is. I'm going to say it's now my favourite show, because obviously before our new schedule come into place with all the extra hours I would do Wake Up Call on a daily basis, so it was always my favourite show. And then with our extended hours, with us splitting all of the shows, I can now say for sure that Cartload is definitely my favourite. Probably close with Craft, Chat and Create, and then do love Masterclass, but yeah, definitely Cartload, because one, for us, it's so fast paced, and then also for you guys, you just get phenomenal deals as well. It's great. So it's a really good one.
I like them all. I like Play Crafts Right.
You like that one? See, don't get a chance to play that often, because I don't do shows over the weekends unless someone's not able to come in or something.
Yeah, Play Crafts Right. I love Play Crafts Right. Oh, I do love Second Chance Sunday, because I just love looking at everything we've done in a week, and revisiting it.
Just to revisit,
It's always nice. And I like a launch party as well for that exact same reason, all the brand new launches.
Launch day. Well, I like launch day.
Oh, a launch party, because you get to revisit all the brand new launches.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know it's one of those that you say what you like, and then you think, oh yeah, but then I like that, but then I like that one as well. I like that one.
Was it you? We were talking about Faye the other day, the paper designer. Was it me and Debbie talking about paper? Faye?
Must have been Debbie.
Yeah, because we were saying because obviously we've got our in-house paper designer, haven't we?
Yeah.
How good would it be to have? I think her name is Faye, and how good it would be to have her in the studio on a Wake Up Call or create Chat and Craft and Chat, Create, 3 C's, and just I know that you guys would love to just talk to her and see where she gets all the incredible inspirations for designing paper.
Absolutely, yeah. Imagine, I don't know if she would be up for it. This is me just thinking out loud. But can you imagine if she was maybe doodling or sketching, or if she does it on a computer or that, maybe just doing it in the corner or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be good. So yeah, we need to maybe put that to Erin, eh?
I'll have a chat.
Put that to Erin.
Me and Erin, I like that, like a Twix and a wrapper. I'll ask her.
Best buds.
Best buddies, best pals.
So Kiwa, I'll just catch up on what I was doing.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. All that I was doing was matting and layering, nothing overly powerful or complicated. 6x6, so 6 by 5, little mat and layer, so silver, and also some of the paper which is from the Enchanted Dreams. And then what I've done to make it really easy, sometimes, because this is going to go over the top like that. Now sometimes it can be hard to slot your cardstock underneath or position it right. So what you can do to make it really easy is just fill the background with your background paper.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is, if I take the backing off here, so these edges are tinted with water reactive, which is the pink tulip, and then I picked out a couple of the hearts, because remember you've got all of these die cut hearts that you could be using elsewhere.
Yeah.
And then I've just colour tint them with the pink tulip. So then I'm going to pop that right up to the left hand side. We can turn it around and we can go right up to the right hand side, which would be the right hand side when it's the right way. So I'm going to press that in. Then also using the Enchanted Dreams paper pad, I've cut a couple of strips onto silver, and then all that I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck them to that side. I'm going to do the same with this one. So we're creating a proud theatre diorama card, whichever way you wish to call it.
Yep.
And then it does, of course, fold flat, that we can see here. I can then bring in my love hearts. So this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on flat with our double-sided tape. All these other things that we use as a team that maybe aren't on the show, then you'll find them on our website, of course. If they are out of stock, then you're just going to pop in your email address. You'll be alerted.
Kate has just said, do you fellas and ladies have an inside name for create, chat and craft? Like the 3 C's, as you said, George, because the whole name seems to trip us all up. It does trip me up a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I got the 3 C's.
3 C's or just CCC?
CCC on CTV.
Yeah.
2 times.
Triple C.
Triple C.
I've not known it being called that, but triple C could be.
CCC.
CCC. Yeah.
Oh, a sailor went to sea.
Do you remember when you were little and it was not a game, or it's like, you know, it was mostly girls, boys did do it as well. You know when you used to do the hand movement?
Yep.
And it would go, CC my playmate, come out and play with me. Da, 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 da. Remember, do you know, do anyone remember? Yeah, do you remember that, Charlotte? Yeah. So it's not just me. No, not that. Well, it wasn't really a hand movement. It was the songs that I was referring to. But you don't remember that one? No. Yeah. There's like elbows and stuff like that.
Don't pretend like you don't remember. You know
I don't remember
dads.
I remember the beginning. I don't need to do it again. But yeah, I remember the beginning. Yeah, for sure I remember the beginning.
My name is Hilo, Jackalo, Jackalo, Hilo, Hilo, Jackalo, Jackalo.
Oh yeah, I do
Hilo.
vaguely remember that one.
Charlotte, you've not lived, mate. If you can't remember. Yeah, but didn't you go to private school, Charlotte? Oh, right, okay. I don't. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought Charlotte went to private. I didn't know. I don't know. Who knows? Again, hit a nerve. I do love these. These are beautiful cards. She's going to let the air out my tyres one day. A great...
So we've created that one. Oh dear.
Yeah, look at that card. It is amazing. That abstract shape stamp.
Absolutely, you've got that abstract, you've got that depth within it as well. Of course, it does, of course, fold flat as well, but you've got the sentiment. Remember, you've got the stamps there, using some of the love hearts then. Instead of wasting them, you've got them there. But good for shakers and things like that, if you want to, or maybe to a vision mixer where you've just offended, to give it to them.
But
that would be good, that.
I don't love her. I like her a certain amount, but as a friend, obviously. You know, because you're taking the hearts out of there, is that technically a heart transplant? Because you're taking the hearts and then you put them somewhere else.
Or you could say it's heartless.
I am very heartless.
You are.
The abstract dry. Susie T, right? Susie T is a warrior. She's finished on the socials and she's watching. The abstract dies are my favourite. Linda, I love that card. I love it too. We've also got as well the hero tool. I need a hero tool. You're going to need the wonderful, by gum, the crafting mat for you. Use 12 by 18 inches for you. Oh, that's the shot. You've got it in inches. You've also got it in centimetres if you are a centimetres or an inches person. Whatever you want. You've also got a 6-inch scissors collection as well within this bundle. 1948, $32.92. You're saving yourself 25%. That's your centimetres. You've also got the angle lines, and then this is inches. 45 degree and 68 degrees angles on there, plus your scissors, 6-inch collection, a great price as always. We've also as well got those wonderful abstract flowers that you absolutely love, the silhouette flowers. Again, a great collection. Guys, if you just want the dies by themselves, you can buy these. I mean, let's just take a look. Sorry, I just said a zip, but I didn't know what Craig was doing in my ear. The Silhouette Floral Die Collection has, again, a saving of 20% on this. $29.99, $34.95. Let's take a tiptoe through the meadow. We are here looking at the Butterfly Meadow. Sorry. The Butterfly Meadow. Again, all different flowers, all different love. Again, perfect. And we've done some amazing things with these. But even in its black, you can tell what they are. Black on white, you can tell exactly what they are. We've also got the Bumblebee Paradise. Again, this must be just like paradise. Here we are with all different silhouettes, again, different flowers, and also Silence of Summer, Scent of Summer. Oh, Scent of Summer. I thought you said Silence of Summer. I need new glasses, you know. Again, the poppies, the thistle, all different primroses, a great collection. If you wanted the dies just by themselves, just here for you, $29.99, $34.95 at great saving of 20%. Alternatively, what about this for a great deal? We're going to give you this. Alternatively, you can buy this bundle with, you're buying the silhouette dies, you're going to get the watercolour cardstock, and you're going to get 12 tricolour aqua markers. Now, if you've not seen our tricolours before, well, I mean, you're in for a treat, because it says 12, but actually you're getting 48 different pens. I'll tell you for why. You're getting 3 pens with 3 pens within it. Basically, the Russian dolls of pens. You are getting different families. So you're getting the Floral Meadow. In one pen, you're going to get these 3 shades, the bright florals. In another pen, you'll get the warm fiery, again, the gold, the crimson, the sunset. And you'll get the bud green, meadow, and verdant green in the fresh verdant. All these pens are working together. They've been chosen because the colours complement each other. Like if I went, Craig, I love your hair, complementing each other. Again, within the Floral Meadows, you're also going to get this as well within the Great Outdoors. Again, the rich florals, the cool marine, and the botanical naturals. 3 sets of families of colours all working together. Great pens, especially if you love watercolours. These are going to be great. The colour basics, warm primary, cool primary, and complementary as well. And rounding up this great collection, I think this is the most useful collection as well. Essential neutrals, earthy neutrals, rich neutrals, and grey neutrals. Again, a great collection, and all for that ridiculously low price of $51.99, $68.64. Loads of love coming in for me. Donna said, George, crafting's fun and stressful, so just keep being happy, you make us smile. And Pam on YouTube, George, you crack me up. What can I say? And then Susie said, oh, Craig, you made me a Valentine's. Oh, aren't you nice? Aren't you lovely? Eh? Little romantic over there in the corner. Right, so these wonderful silhouette dies are just incredible. Like we said, you can just do the black and white, and they are effective alone. But actually, what have you got planned with these?
Just leaving them white. But we are going to do colour on a background. So we are going to do that. So here we go. So we're going to go in with the, let's go in with the bud green. So we're going to add that down on into there. So what I really, really want to do is lay down that colour.
Low down.
So we're doing the bud green.
Yep.
And we're going to do the gold as well.
Yep.
So really, really want to lay that down. Let's go in, let's add a little bit more. So into there. Let's go into here. Yeah, let's go in with a little bit of Meadow.
Break it down now, yo.
As well.
It sounds like you're like scratching the discs.
Scratching the discs.
Wow, wow.
In the broom cupboard. All these years ago.
Like a Wild Wild West.
So really wanting to make sure I get good depth of colour.
I love that already.
And then it's quite smart, isn't it? It's quite good. And then using my spritzing tool with water, really, really am going to spritz it, water it down. And then we're going to go in with our watercolour card, and we're going to make sure that we give a really good spritz and a coverage.
Coverage of them pens.
I know, it's awesome, aren't they? Absolutely awesome. So then what you can do again is keep going. You can lift and you can re-dab if you want. I love that. It's that sort of marbled effect. And if you do that, you know, and then lift it, you get some of the streak marks as well, as if they're coming through. So we've got that one. Let's get a couple other bits of watercolour just to use these up, because what I'll do is I'll let them dry, and then I'll just take them home with me, and then I can put them into my background box.
I didn't tell you about producer Georgina last night, did I?
What?
We were leaving, went to my car. Georgina's interior light was on in her car. She'd only been on all day.
What a silly Billy.
Luckily, her battery wasn't flat. She luckily managed to turn the key in the engine, and managed to drive away without having to do a jump start.
She was lucky.
Very lucky.
She's absolutely lucky. She is always quite lucky though. Things like that, anything like that would happen.
To me or you, we have to jump start the car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it was us, it'd be like, no, I need to jump start it or that. But she manages to. Someone's always looking down on her.
Yeah.
And going, I'll help you out here.
Yeah. You would fine.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Clatter.
Guess what Debbie Robinson's got?
I know what she's got. I seen it on her Instagram. She's got a jam gun.
Yeah.
She has.
She bought it from a little craft shop near our house.
Said it cost her a fortune, but it was well worth it.
There's a little craft shop near us where we live. Me and Debbie Robinson. We don't live together, like put out now. We live in the same village. There's a little craft place called Craft Box.
Craft Box.
Yeah, in Elsica Heritage Centre. Back in the day, it used to stand there, beautiful, all stony, all northern, lovely.
Yeah, no, I need to have a look. Well, you see, I say I would look for one myself. I don't mind the noisy heat gun.
What?
Ha ha ha.
Can't hear you over the noise there.
Oh, you've just answered me.
Damn it.
Yeah, you've just answered me again.
Oh, the sugar, yeah. See, no, forget it. Try the beef. 35 minutes left, no, 25 minutes left on the show today. We've got to do demo of the show. We've got to do demo of the day. We've got to do the YMCA. If you want.
What was that?
YMCA. I've just unpopped my shirt, don't come into me. A great collection this though. Again, the silhouette florals.
So what I've done with that one, now either heat set it like I've done there.
Yeah.
If that happens, it will start to curl slightly. So what you could do, turn it over, heat it from the back, it'll flatten it out slightly. But then of course, when you come in with your adhesives, that's going to hold it down. If you do let it to dry, naturally, room temperature, then it'll kind of dry out flat as it is. So what we're going to do is, let's bring in our dies. So I am doing them white, as if like I said to you not that long ago, but what I am going to do is then let's also cut some with that as well to show you how you can create your inky backgrounds but then use them for your cards or for your die cuts if you want. So I'm popping them ones in here, and what I've already done before is I've gone in with the same colours that I've used, but I also used verdant green and a bit of lime, and that's created this one, so even brighter that you can see side by side.
Yeah.
Done it the same way, exactly the same way, but then just the intensity of colour looks different. So that is actually going to be kind of like my base panel.
Yeah.
But if I take these ones out, let's pop these ones out here. So you've got that silhouette. Usually when it comes to silhouette, you think black, as you were showing earlier on, George, which you can do, and it looks cool like that. But then why not do the opposite and only have them in white and create kind of like that reverse silhouette in white. So this set that I'm using is the Simply Meadow, for anyone that's wanting to know. So if I take these ones out, pop them there, let's take these. And you don't have to use these to create a full card. You'll have seen earlier on, Sandra was using even just one of them on one of her cards, at the bottom of her cards. So you can do that, nice as little foliage dies, you know, finish them off or decorate them if you want to. So you can do that. And then what I'm going to do, like for instance with this one here, I thought what I can do is we've got the green down in here. So I can pop the stem of this flower onto here, position it so that the stem again is on the green, and then the head of the flower or whatever you choose it to be can be on the colour. And then we could do the same. Let's do the same within this one here. So all the bits out. And then we could then come along. So let's pop that there. So we've got the deeper green at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then more of this lime green with the floral head. And then why not, let's tuck that one there. If you're going to be tucking them in, I do suggest you tape them down with your tape, because you can see here they are pretty close to each other. So that they don't jump, pop that one in. And then let's put that, again, you don't even need to use the whole die, George. No. What I'm going to do is if I pop that there, so that's going to get the orange. And then what we could also do is let's come along, and even if we go in that sort of way, we're just to get the actual head of the flower, that's going to be intact.
Yep.
But once again, have a look. Even if you're just doing them onto your smaller cardstock, you can then cherry pick sections, run that one through. And then what I've got is I've got a DL card.
Right.
So this is just our pattern paper from Sara's garden party. We've got a dedicated show coming up with that very soon. So that is that one. So we can layer that up in a second. But then if we take all of these out, George, look at that. So you can, of course, do what we done earlier, and that's die cut them and then colour them.
Love it.
But then look at that. It's just
much
fab. Absolutely fab. You've got that colour. Let's go ahead. So even this flower head, that little bit, you know, you could be using that. Let's take that one. And then last but not least, let's take this one as well. So you've instantly got the leaves, the foliage, the green. And that is by simply creating your own background. So if you do like to create backgrounds and you maybe find you're not using them as quick as what you're making them, bring these flowers in and cut loads of them into your backgrounds. But you can see there's now our flowers and our florals that we've done with that. You know, so I might add a couple of them, maybe just a couple. But let's come in with these ones, and what I'm going to do is, once again, we're going to create our own little bouquet of florals. But against this background we've done, we're going to layer them just in white. You're going to see how well that they stand out.
They really do. Loads of love coming in tonight for these shows. That is a pretty background from Pam, Katie. The circle looks like a beautiful opal. Like a beautiful opal. Indiana Jones himself would go after for.
I've never seen that film before.
You've never seen Indiana Jones?
Nope. Closest to Indiana Jones I've seen is in Universal Studios years ago. They used to have the live action Indiana Jones little concert thing. But I've not actually seen the film, no. Any of them. None of them. Look at the look you're giving me.
You disgust me. No, I'm joking, but you've got to watch Indiana Jones, Craig.
I like that sort of thing as well.
Yeah, it's like 100 films you've got to watch before you pop your clogs.
Yeah.
Like Jaws.
Oh, I've seen Jaws. That's got to be one of the bestest, worst rides when it was at Universal. It's awesome. I was gutted they took it away for Harry Potter. I mean, how dare they?
I know. Harry who?
Harry who?
I've got a confession.
What's that?
I've only watched the first Harry Potter.
I think I've only watched the first 3.
They bore me. I'm sorry. I know.
Yeah, they're not my. No.
I get it. Either. If you love it, it's for you. But I couldn't think of anything worse. I like Harry Potter. Alakazam. You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
The Guardian Leviosa. Remember that?
I like the beer, butterbeer.
Oh yeah, I had that when I went to Universal Studios.
A couple of pints for Georgie boy.
Don't get me wrong, I walked into Universal Studios and went to the Harry Potter land, and I was like, oh wow.
It's very good.
It's very, very good. But the film, it's just...
The film's not for me. I like Lord of the Rings. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan.
Not seen it either.
I like Marvel. I like, the superheroes and stuff.
Not seen any Marvel films.
Oh, come on, Craig. You've got to see one of them.
Nope.
Not even like Superman. No,
nope.
It's DC. Ooh, sorry. Nope. Batman, he's DC.
Nope.
Spider-Man?
Nope.
Hulk?
No, I think I've seen the Hulk years ago.
Hulk?
Yeah.
Thor, not Hulk Hogan.
Oh, then no. No, I'm joking. Yeah. No, it was, I don't even think...
Avengers.
Nope.
Black Panther.
Nope.
Captain Marvel.
Nope.
Doctor Strange.
Nope.
Have you seen Aquaman? That's DC.
Nope.
Oh my goodness, Craig. How can you have not seen them? They are fantastic. Gilmore just went, Harry who? How dare you, Craig and George?
Although I did like the ride at the...
What, Star Wars?
Johnny was asking me about Star Wars. I do like the tune as well.
I like the Star Wars Cantina Band.
Oh, Jurassic Park I have.
Jurassic Park, yeah, good. That's okay. Come on, Jurassic Park.
We're still friends, Johnny.
What if you've not seen Jurassic Park? Welcome. That's funny. If you want to cause an upset, get on the monorail at Disney, and when you see the castle, at the top of your voice, just go, "Welcome to Jurassic Park." Kids hated me that day. And how can you be bored of anything that has Alan Rickman in it, George? Look, I like Alan Rickman, and I like him, all right? He's a great actor. Die Hard, brilliant film. Got all day for that.
Not a Christmas
Harry Potter,
one, though.
it is a Christmas film,
No,
Craig.
it's not.
Harry Potter, it's pretend. Now, I know you can say Marvel's pretend, but it's not, is it? It's not. Because the Hulk's just around the corner. I'm causing some... I can hear people getting annoyed. I can hear people go, hang on a minute, what are you saying?
Viewing numbers have just dropped to like 5.
Well, that was... Yeah. Again, I mean, there's just... Harry Potter, it's not for me. It's just not for me.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Lily's just gone, boys, you are ruining my night. That's what we like to do. I knew Craig's movie watching was a bit weird, horror, but no Harry and no Lord of the Rings, you've let me down. Kathy, Craig, you need to see Indiana Jones. They're so good, at least the first one. Watch them while you're crafting. But he won't concentrate on the film, Kathy. He won't concentrate.
No, film, or even a show that it has to grab me within 10, 15 minutes.
Wayne's World?
Never seen it.
Oh my goodness, how have you not seen Wayne's World?
No, not seen it.
Terminator?
Terminator. Oh, I've seen Alien.
But not seen Terminator?
No. Did you know, apparently, you know that gory scene in Alien with the stomach?
Yeah.
That is because the director, either him or his family member has Crohn's disease.
Right.
And they knew how excruciating that was like a feeling.
Right.
Or if someone that's got Crohn's or colitis, so that will understand, or any bowel issues, how painful it is. And that's where they kind of, initially got the strength of the fear, the idea for that scene.
Sigourney Weaver, she's in that film, right?
Yes.
She didn't know that was going to happen.
No, I didn't know that.
She didn't know that was going to come out of the chest. Spoiler alert. She didn't know that was going to happen. So that look in her eyes is genuinely fear, because she didn't realise that was going to happen.
Yeah. Oh God.
Craig, you've let a lot of people down tonight, mate.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
For Holiday Design YouTube, I can't believe Craig's not seen any of these huge movies.
No. No, not. Maybe one day I'll get round to watching them. One day.
I don't know why. Who are you? Forrest Gump?
Definitely Forrest Gump.
Okay. Pammy on YouTube. Yeah. Oh gosh, not even Wayne's World. I know Pammy. Extreme. Oh yeah, back to the card. Extreme close up on the card, please. Just for you, made with our silhouettes. I mean, just incredible.
So what we've done with this one is kind of done the reverse. So we've coloured the background and left the flowers white, so that you still get an impactful vision. But it is the other way around. You've got the flowers that are white. I didn't, as you'll have seen, I didn't run them through with the embossing, but if you did do that, make it stand out even more. But elongated it with having the sentiment at the bottom as well. And I only pop the florals in with a little dab of glue gel, and I leave all the rest of it free flowing. So you get that movement, you get that wobble, but then that's just another way in which you can use these ones as well. So if you want to do the reverse of the silhouette that George was showing you with the black, you can do it with the white as well.
Absolutely. I love when you said elongated. You went elongated, and it made me chuckle.
And one.
Lily's special prize. Lily loves that beautiful card. Great. Let's get a demo of the show going, because we are rapidly running out of time. Right then, Craig, what are the wonderful demos that you have made this evening / afternoon / morning, tonight, today, tomorrow, good morning on Creative Cravings?
Here we go. So let's get these ones lined up for you. Here we are. Sorry, Charlotte, it's the best way for you. There we go. Just keep them like that. There we go. So number 1 with the Silhouette floral dies. Number 2 with Swan Lake. Then we went into number 3 with our abstract. And then number 4, we went back to our Silhouette floral dies.
There's
so 1, 2, 3 or 4.
1, 2, 3 or 4. A few minutes on that, guys. Let's unbox the Swan box, because do you know what I forgot to mention in the Swan Lake box?
What's that?
You get glitter in there as well.
You do.
I forgot to, because I didn't get any. There's no glitter. Tracy, she's not in. Swan Lake, you're getting the dies, you're getting stencils, you're getting feathers, you're getting everything in there for that wonderful price. $49.99. $59. No, sorry, my face is really itchy. $49.95. Over 140 elements in this card, including the paper pads as well. So much within it, and feathers. I mean, what feathers? I know. This could be yours as well tonight. Rapidly running out tonight. A lot of you are going for this evening. $49.99. $59.95. A great set, a great card, a great lot. Craig, let's take a closer look at what you're getting in this box, please.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's go over it. So I won't re-go over what you just said there, George, with the contents, but let's go in and have a look. So you do always get, I know it's a little thing to some, but it's a big thing to others. You do get your tissue paper that's branded Sara's signature. Then you've got all of these stamps, all themed for Swan Lake, but you will easily be able to use them elsewhere. The ballerina, so with the little girls, you know, with your pinks, your purples, your glitters, things like that. You've got the couple dancing, anniversaries, Valentine's, but you've got the swans, the leaves, the foliage, you've got the moon, you've got all of the scape just coming all the way down, so you've got that one as well. Then you've got dies to go with majority of the stamps. So you've got your outline dies, you've got them for the swans, you've even got these ones for some of the sentiments. So if you think, well, these are unusual shapes, they're going to work for your sentiments. Then you've got your bag of feathers, white feathers. Don't forget, you can always spritz them with colour if you want to. Maybe go over with your clear sparkle pen, let them dry, rough them up, and then you'll have sparkly feathers if you want. So you've got that. Then you've got your satin ribbons. My favourite are always the satin ribbons, so it's nice to get them in the boxes. So you've got your 3 colours and 3 different widths from each of them. Now, trust me when I say it, it's to a non-crafter that look like a small tub. For a crafter, that's a massive tub. Compared to what you'll tend to get, you've got a whole iridescence. It's like an Aurora Borealis effect within these ones here. So you've got your glitter. Then you've got your seam embossing folder. And what's good with these is your stencils work in conjunction with the embossing folder. So if you want to use the stencils on their own, you can, but then what you would do, emboss with your stencil, with your folder. See how that stencil sits over the top? So you can then ink your embossed design. You can then come along and then you can add more colour with the next stencil. As you see, that fits right over the top. You've got extra stencils there if you want to create backgrounds, if you want to spritz through them. And then when it comes to this one here, what you can then do is you can have a play with the stencil, you can then ink the moon, and then what you can also do is then have the swans down in the bottom here. So you're building that scene even on with your stencils and your embossing folders. You've got all your pattern papers, you've got your 8x8 with your block cardstock as well, and then you've got all of your card blanks and envelopes as well when it comes to them. So a really, really good box of goodies.
It really is. We've got a demo of the show. Number 4. It was that one you just made, Craig. Wonderful white negatives. Just there for you, made of those silhouettes. Again, there it is for you. Boom. Right, while we're there, let's have a look at our demo of the day. So we have got number 1, which was made by Debbie Robinson. Again, this is the beautiful little card cut out there for you. That was number 1 with Debbie Robinson, who's knocking at your door. It's a little girl, she's trying to get out. You've also, as well, launch date number 2 was those wonderful gift boxes, those treat boxes that Craig made. That wonderful rolling prism. I know you call it glasses cases, but you can put glasses in there. That was number 2, a great little design there. And then number 3 was that one that Craig just made for you tonight, just literally moments ago, for the beautiful silhouette flowers. Number 3, 1, 2 or 3, literally a couple of minutes on that. Craig, let's have a look at some beautiful samples made possible by Swan Lake.
Let's do this now. Not only cards and projects that you can make with these. What about this one here? Now, at first you're going to think, okay, what's that great? Great big aperture in the middle. What about popping your little photos in there? So your 4x6 photos, print them out, you know, use that free app that all you have to do is pay for postage and you can get your photos sent out. You can do that if you want to. Create some little theatres that you can see within these ones there. Very simple, but really effective than what we made earlier on within that one there. But you will find that the design team had a blast creating all these dimensional. Once you've done 1 or 2 layers, it very is quite simple to start to build the layers together, starting to create that scene. So you've got that option. But then what about keeping it very simple? Using the background papers in conjunction with the sentiment. That's all you need to do. Then maybe using the embossing folder on its own. Going in with your gilding wax. So now you're not even going near it with your stencils, using the folder on its own. So then what about your fold outs as well? So you're using your cardstock, your papers, your pattern papers, all of these ones together, as if you're telling a story, not just the Swan Lake story, but a story that you're starting to create within your cards. Then we can then show you the easel cards. You know, it's just gone into my mind there as well. What about if you love your precious memory albums, creating a precious memory album along the lines of the Swan Lake, designed with the Swan Lake, but with all your photos in there. And then last but not least, you can see here. So again, simple cards or detailed cards, concept cards, and you've got all of these ones that you could be doing as well using your Ultimate Pro. Lots and lots of things that you can do.
Absolutely. Great collection. Remember, $49.99, $59.95. We've also got this great, got a good deal for you as well at the moment. It's coming. I can feel it in bones. Any moment now. There it is, Charlotte. Oh dear. This is again the Get It Good deal. A great collection. You're getting in here 3 craft kits. 3 craft kits, I'm sorry. You're getting 3 craft kits. You pay for 2, you're getting 1 free. Box 37, 43, 44. When you're paying for 2, you're getting 1 for free. All the paper pads, all the stamps, all the embossing, all the stencils. There it is. It was a great video, Charlotte. If anything, it needs to be longer. £49.98 or dollars, and remember that platinum price as well, $39.98. If you not used the craft kits before, you are getting so much for your money. We launched 45 last night. They go every month, a brand new craft kit. They are going to be perfect for you. If you're a brand new crafter, you haven't got those kits, you're getting 37, 43, 44. You're paying for 2, you're getting 1 of those kits for free. For free. Card of the day, demo of the day, number 3. Craig, you won.
Number 3.
With your silhouette.
Wow. And Debbie Robinson was absolutely convinced that the Rolling Prism was going to win. When she seen that demo that I was going to do, she was convinced. She actually said that I was going to win Demo of the Week. But clearly not, because you've gone with that one as well.
Well. Sorry, I'm just writing on that. I'm just writing on the back of it. So when it comes to Sunday,
just watch you don't squash all the glue gel.
We'll leave that for later on.
Yeah.
Guys, loads of love for you today. You've had so much fun. It's been a blast. Hasn't it been a blast?
I always have a blast when I'm on with you, George.
Oh,
it's always a good laugh. It's always fun. And the thing is, as well, with you as well, you've seen it as well at home. The genuine interest when we're creating something or a technique that you've not seen before. And that's how I love being on with Ben and Joe. But with them being in the industry for quite a while, they've seen a lot of things. It's always nice to see your reaction to things that you've not seen before.
That is true.
That's how it's good. So I think that's us for till next week, isn't it? Me and you.
No, we're on the launch day on Friday.
Oh, so what are Friday night?
I've just got 3G cloud glue everywhere all over this desk. Don't forget, tomorrow, another fantastic day. I'm going to be back with you bright and early and bushy-tailed. 8 a.m. here in the UK, 3 a.m. over on the East Coast, 11 a.m. at 10 midnight Pacific time. I'm going to need a good night's sleep. Wake up call and create, craft and chat with Debbie Robinson, Great
Yes.
Great Chat Craft. Craft, Chat, Create, whatever you want to call it, the 3 C's. I'll be here, you'll be here, I know that. Then we have also got 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Launch day with Ben Mosby and Craig Laird with the brand new Silhouette dies. The camper van is brilliant. I love that.
Well, they're actually card bases, but yeah, you're
Card
close.
bases?
Yeah, you've got Silhouette on the mind, haven't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wrote Silhouettes.
Yes.
I wrote Silhouette.
Shaped card
and also,
blanks.
the shaped blanks, you got them, you know what I mean. And also, Cartload, wrapping up your day with Ben and Craig. It's going to be fan-dabby-doozy. It really is.
What makes it worse is it's been a wee while since me and Ben's been on together, so gosh only knows what's going to happen tomorrow.
gonna be a
Certainly with
giggle.
these guys in the gallery as well.
I know. Thank you, Charlotte. Thanks,
Charlotte.
Johnny. Thanks, Jake. Thanks. Where is he? Someone best check on him. Make sure he's probably in the toilet, isn't he? His baby's due soon, isn't it?
Won't be long.
Won't be long indeed. Guys, if you want to check out your baskets, make sure you're not missing out. Thank you to the wonderful Sandra from Sanntangle as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of you guys have absolutely adored that. Remember, I want to say, Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong, that starter kit sold out.
God.
It's gone. That creator starter kit from Sanntangle has sold out. I'm sorry if you missed out, but do not fear. Oh my goodness, I forgot to mention. Guess who's here tomorrow? Sharon Callis.
The legend, Sharon Callis.
Is going to be with us tomorrow.
So the English, the Scottish and the Irish are going to be, and we just need someone from Wales.
Oh, Danny boy.
Find someone.
I'm 16th Welsh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm Welsh. She's going to be back tomorrow via Skype. Loads of love today. Remember, we'll see you back tomorrow bright and early, nice and early, 8 a.m. here in the UK. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.